You still suck, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
I agree. But I also agree that March Madness is living up to its name, y'all. March is the best basketball month, and I don't think it's close. March has given us gems. It's given us bombs. It's given us crazy moments. It has given us upsets. It's given us thrillers. It's given us game winners. Yukon. We're going to talk about that in a second. But March has not failed to disappoint us, y'all. And this weekend was ridiculous. Friday was ridiculous. Saturday was ridiculous. Sunday was ridiculous. The NBA slate has been full. It was a bunch of games on Friday, bunch of games on Saturday, bunch of games yesterday. We had the Knicks and the OKC go tip off against each other, potentially a championship preview. We had the Hornets and the Celtics. We'll get to that game because a certain guy looks like he might be back, Jason Tatum. And then we obviously have to talk about March Madness, women's and men's basketball. Wow. One of the craziest NCAA moments in the Elite Eight, Yukon against Duke. One of the craziest sequences of basketball ever transpired yesterday, and we are going to talk all about that. I'm going to wait for Ox to get up here, though. I'm going to wait for Swiper to get up here before we get into that. But we'll talk about Duke's collapse. We'll talk about Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors making history. That should be a good segment, right?
I think the last time that I seen a team, if I'm not mistaken, you guys can straighten me out because Mars is the fact check guy. I think last year in the playoffs, the Clippers played Denver, and the Clippers go on a 31-4 run. But I don't think I've ever seen a team go on a 31-0 run. That's almost like not scoring in the entire quarter. That's essentially what that is. Like we almost didn't score for the whole quarter, something like that. And it's games like that. Watching that game yesterday, it's games like that that get coaches fired and get players traded. To lose by 50 in this juncture of the season, Ron, like it's different when we are in November and December and we're still trying to figure it out. We're still trying to get lineups figured out. Like we're coming down the home stretch. The playoffs start in 3 weeks, right? The playoffs start in 3 weeks. So we're coming down the home stretch. We should have a lot of this stuff that we're struggling with. We should have a lot of this stuff figured out. To get blown out by 50 with our main guys too, by the way, that's inexcusable.
Chill, and it's not even the fact that it's in this juncture of the season that upsets me the most. It's who they were playing in this juncture of the season and what they're fighting for. You guys are fighting to get out of the play-in. And you're playing a team that is literally 2 games within you that you're trying to take their spot.
That's a fact.
And you let these dudes go on a 31-0 run. Chill, I've never heard of anything like that. No. I don't think I've ever heard of a 25-0 run, 23-0 run. I've definitely heard of 20-point runs, but I've never heard of anything over 22.
Well, like I said, Ron, to go on a 31-0 run, it's essentially not scoring for the entire quarter. That's how bad it was that's how bad it was for the Toronto Raptors. So, I mean, again, I look at this group and the offense has always been an issue for me. What I figured out, and I didn't watch, I'm not going to sit here, Mars, and tell you that I watched the whole Toronto Orlando game yesterday. But France is a lot more important to them than I realized. That secondary, not even secondary, that primary ball handler, that playmaker, that transition player, that guy who can score in transition, who can take some of the offensive duties off of guys like Suggs. I think that with him not being around, and I've said this to you guys in the past, when you don't have that thing, guys got to supplement for that. And what it does is it makes what I already do not good. It makes it even worse. So now I got to see Suggs. I got to see Desmond Bane is even more of a playmaker. I got to see him as even more of a ball handler. He's good, but I think that it compounds the flaws that these guys have. So they really miss Franz. Really miss him.
Yeah, either way it goes, I don't know if Franz is going to be back. I don't know when he's going to be back. But this team they're not serious at all. And it's another team in the East that I want to talk about that isn't serious. We'll get to them. It's another team that's been getting hyped, and I'm kind of like, we'll get to them. But just to speak on the Magic, chill.
You out?
I'm out. I'm all the way out. If we didn't talk about the Magic between now and then when we start projecting in the summer what teams are going to be and all of that, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about no basketball team that lets another team go on a 31-0 run. You got Desmond Bane on the floor. You obviously got Paolo Banchero on the floor. Hello, Paolo. You got I don't think Anthony Black played, but Jalen Suggs, Wendell Carter. You got all of these guys. How do you not score 1 point?
To give you an
That's just
idea,
it's mind-boggling.
To give you an idea, Ron, they have a very, for lack of a better term, they got a very vanilla offense. The offense that they run, and I've said this in the past, the offense that they run primarily is horns. So I went back and did some homework months ago when we were doing the terminologies from you guys. You guys were explaining to me what terminologies were, and when I seen horns is nothing but too high. And what they do with this too high action is they run a cross screen for Paolo, clean the whole right side of the floor out. Run a cross screen for Paolo, clean the whole left side of the floor out. That's all they do. It's nothing. It's not difficult to guard at all. And then what they do is they stand around and they watch Paolo try to make plays for other people. Instead of having him actually in spaces where he's really good. He's actually good in pick and dive. He's good in pick. He could be good in pick and pop. But instead, their offense is very predictable. It's very one-dimensional, and it would explain why they aren't good offensively.
Right, Chill, you can run a lot out of a horn set though.
Sure, you can.
It is a lot of variations.
Only except they don't.
I don't know what they're doing with it, but you can run. I mean, there's tons of stuff you can run out of horns. Like that's one of my favorite sets to like, because it's pretty, like you said, it's pretty basic. It's easy to get into. And like you can run just regular motion stuff out of it. You can run quick hitters out of it. I mean, you could play horns all game, and like not run the same stuff back to back. But got to be that guy, Ron. I got to do it. I know that I probably shouldn't be that guy, but I have to.
What?
Unless it's game 7 of the finals, I can't go off of one game for everything. You know what I'm saying? That was a terrible showing, but no matter how bad it is or how good it is, at the end of the day, it's one game.
Ox, they lost by 50. Ox, come on, man.
Oh no, it was terrible.
It was terrible.
But what
not even
happens,
50. It's the 31-0 run.
What happens today? What happens today won't necessarily affect tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
Big Ox, I know you picked them to win the finals, and I know you still have some grace for them.
I never once picked them to win the finals.
Big Ox, deep down in your heart, I know you still have grace for them. I'm just gonna tell you why I'm out. I got
grace for every basketball team.
I'm gonna just tell you why I'm out and why I'm overreacting. First off, I've never seen that happen. I've watched NBA, obviously. I've watched a lot of college, played in college, watched overseas, played overseas, obviously played in high school. I've seen every level of high school, varsity, JV, freshman, and everything in between. Middle school, I've seen a lot of youth basketball. That's something that happens when like the 7th grade team plays a 6th grade team. And not just a regular 6th grade team. It's a 7th grade team that's real good. Some of them could play on an 8th grade team, and they play a 6th grade team who's just playing because their mom signed them up and wanted them to get off video games and go play.
Right.
That's when you see 31-0 runs. Like anything after the varsity level, that's unheard of. And that only happens at the varsity level when it's like, once again, a 4A team playing a 1A team. That's unheard of, Ox.
Even at the varsity level, Ron, that's hard. It's hard to happen at the varsity level.
You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, I know. No, I know. I'm with you.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
I'm absolutely with you. I'm 100%. I'm with you on that. Like Ron, I told you, our first game of the season, we just beat a team 76-2. You know what I'm saying? Like it only happens at those youth levels where this type of stuff should happen, right?
Yes.
But I mean, let's be for real. Do you think that Toronto is 52 points better than Orlando? Do you think that, you know what I'm saying? Like this is one of those things that just happened in basketball. It was terrible.
That's a fair question.
On,
Are they 52 points better? Probably not.
Like, be for real.
They're not 52. Like, they're only 31 points better.
And mind you, Chill, Ron, Mars, I'm also out on the Magic making a serious run. Like I'm out on them getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm out on all of that. I don't believe that that's going to happen, but that still doesn't, that doesn't change. Do we think Toronto's going to make a serious run, like an Eastern Conference Finals run or anything like that? Based on this game, are we all of a sudden acting like Toronto's going to? Come on, y'all.
It's just
it was a terrible game. It was you know what I'm saying? It was a Monday. It was a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Toronto.
It was one of them. Yeah, it was one of them ones, man. Come
but
on,
if you're
y'all,
serious though, and the problem that I have, Ox, is that this time of the year we should be getting it together the most. Like when we're in December, when we try to figure out lineups, or in January when we got injuries throughout the group, and it's the dog days of the year. Okay, I could get with that. Like the playoffs start in 2.5, almost 3 weeks. That was when the playoffs start. So we shouldn't have outings like this. And then don't get me wrong, I understand that you can have a bad quarter, you can have a bad game. Ox, to lose by 50, that's the kind of stuff that now we got to sit down and we got to talk. Like, how serious are we around here? Are you dudes serious about like making the playoffs? Because ain't no guarantee we making the playoffs neither, Ox. Just so we clear. As of today, I think Orlando is 9th in the East. They're either 8th or 9th in the East, something like that. So ain't no guarantee we making the playoffs. We could get bounced we can definitely get bounced in the play-in, because they got to see, they have to see, if I'm not mistaken, I think they got to see Philly. If it ended today, they got to see Philly. I think Philly beats them in round 1. And then they got to see, and then after that, I think they got to see the winner between the Heat and whoever else is at the bottom of the play-in tournament.
Charlotte.
They got to see either, like, if Charlotte ends up beating Miami. You like Orlando against Charlotte?
I don't like Charlotte beating Miami.
Right. I mean, I don't love it neither, but I'm just, ain't no guarantee that they're getting into the playoffs right now. Not just because of that one loss. Like, I think that race is really stacked. Really stacked.
Yo, so I'm looking at it right now, and I'm looking at the play-by-play, and I'm going through. So the last time that they scored was at the end of the first quarter with 5 minutes and 30 seconds. At that point, the Magic were up 20-14. Paolo made a floating bank shot. That's what it says. The next time that they scored was 9 minutes and 42 seconds in the second quarter. So that's just under 8 minutes. Paolo made another jump shot. So the score was 20-14 when Paolo made that floater. The score proceeded to be, at 9 minutes and 42 seconds in the second quarter, 22-45 when Paolo scored the next points for the Magic.
They don't score again.
So is it more alarming that they went 31 points straight, or is it more alarming that they didn't score for just under 8 minutes?
Well, we know about Orlando's offense and how stagnated it could get and how slow it could be. So the fact that they didn't score, I think that that's a result of what we already knew about this offense anyway, and me in particular, what I've been complaining about. Like, at some point, and Ox being a coach, he can appreciate this. Ox, at some point, I can only X and O you for a certain amount of time. Like, go get me a bucket. Like, this isn't working. Go get me a bucket.
At that level, like in the NBA, like, that's absolutely, like, you know what I'm saying? And when you were talking about like youth basketball, even a certain level of, lesser level of high school basketball, I would say,
sure, we
kind of, coach really got to coach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're playing a team that might be a little superior to you. But in the NBA, this at this point, coach, this ain't on me. Like, if I'm coaching, like, yes, okay, if we go on a 31-0, go down a 31-0 run or lose by 50, absolutely the coach is going to get some blame. But I'm not out there. You SOBs couldn't make a jump shot. You like that's not my fault. Like, it's our fault, sure, but you're not gonna just point at me like, damn, coach, what were you doing? These are NBA players. You let the team go on a 31-0 run. Like, this ain't just Mosley. Like, this is Paolo. This is Bane. Hell no. As the coach, if in the press conference, I'm gonna make sure to let them know, like, hey, Ask him why he couldn't make a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like once again, like I said, as the coach, maybe I got to call a timeout and calm down the troops and settle them down or something. But these are NBA players. There's no way you let somebody do that to you.
I think to be honest with you, Ox, I think Mosley burned within that 31-0 run. I think he burned 2 of his timeouts. I mean, what else can I say to these guys except, yo, let's go, guys. Let's go. Come on. That's really all I can say. Come on, let's go. Come on.
So you know what he should have done, and this might not go over very well for NBA critics, NBA fans, or NBA people.
Tell him what he should have done, Ox.
I'd have put I'd have put all their ass off the floor. Them last 5 guys that a lot of people don't know about, man, they playing. Come on. Y'all, let's see who got some heart. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could play. These dudes clearly don't want to play. So I'm sitting everybody down. Like, you could play. You two-way guy, come on. You could play. You getting 25 minutes tonight.
Ox, that's the obvious thing.
Mm-hmm. Somebody got to give us something.
I'd have left the bench. I'd have went back to the locker room. I'd have said y'all wasting my fucking time.
You don't want your gig, bro.
Hey, he ain't finna have a job anyways.
Yeah, man. Ron is just gonna quit on us though. Man.
They quit on y'all quit on me. It's either that or I'm gonna get ejected.
Maybe they was out partying last night.
All right, well I'm finna go party. I'm finna go party on a Sunday morning then.
Chill. Okay, so look, let's be real about it. From a human level, from a human level, what are the chances they touch down in Toronto Saturday midday and went and hit the town? Something had to happen for him to come out to play like that.
The game wasn't bad early on. It just went the other way, and it went the other way fast. And I can't what I can't do is I can't blame it on the schedule because I mean they played yesterday afternoon. Or what time was that game yesterday? At 6 or something like that? Yeah, so 6 o'clock Eastern. With that being said, they ain't played. They played Thursday, like 2 days before that. So we had some time off. So we were rested. We were good, right?
They got to Toronto on Friday then and was partying on Friday. They thought they would be recovered by Sunday. Actually,
Ox, I think they might have got there on Saturday because the game before that against Sacramento was the game against Sacramento that was in Orlando. So we don't go up to Toronto to probably Saturday. So we chilling. Thursday night we beat Sacramento. Friday we got practice. Saturday we jump on a plane and we head up to Toronto. So they was probably home for those 3 days. That's just an unexcusable to in my estimation to lose like that. And, Mars just brought something up that I thought was really interesting. I've always been a big fan of this kid, Mamu Kilishvili. And he's one of those players who I feel like, and you know him too, Ron, and Ox, you know him. You know that player that when he comes on the floor, something good is going to happen. He's that guy. He's just that kind of player. He's going to get me a big rebound. He's going to come up with a big steal. He's going to make the right play, and he's going to continuously make the right play. He might not play 30, 35 minutes, but in the 15 minutes that he's on the floor, he's going to give me some good minutes. He's going to give me some quality minutes. I've always liked him. I think he'd be the role that he's in Toronto, I think that's going to be his role for the rest of his career, being a really good rotation player on a playoff team. Maybe if he got an opportunity to play for a championship level team, that would be good because I think that he'd be great on Oklahoma City. I think he'd be great in Detroit. I think he'd also be great in San Antonio, places like that, because he does the things necessary in order to keep you in games. A big screen setter. He will rebound the basketball. You can't leave him open because he will knock down an open shot, not just necessarily at the long ball line, but also in the mid-range. He can play around the box, and he's a smart basketball player. So I think guys like Mamu, I'm really impressed with him.
So Franz Wagner is almost back. He was questionable to play in the game where they got ran off the floor. So last game he was.
What was his injury?
Right now it's an ankle injury.
Okay.
So he was recalled to the G League, and he practiced with them on Monday. This is last Monday, and then it said he potentially could have played against the Kings last Thursday, and then he was ruled out a Sunday's game by the Raptors, and so he's going to be back within, I'm assuming, the next 3 games, potentially the next game.
They're going to need him. They definitely going to need him because, like I said, Ox, I was fighting you when it came to the France Paolo thing. Excuse me. When it was the France Paolo thing, I'm like, Paolo's better than him. But I didn't realize with Paolo off the floor how much they need his skill set. I don't just mean him as a player and as a big body. His skill set is integral for that offense, and they definitely going to need him back.
Also, I want to shout out Scotty Barnes too. The Raptors went 2-0 this weekend. Since a certain conversation happened, Scotty Barnes had 23, 12, and 6 against the Pelicans. They won that game. Shout out to Scotty, 10 for 14 from the field. The next game against the Magic, spearheading a 31-0 run in a 50-point win. Scotty Barnes had 23 points, 15 assists, 3 steals, 5 rebounds, 9 for 14 from the field in only 28 minutes.
We would be talking about him so much better, Ron, if we didn't get bombarded with Scotty Barnes. But he's playing really good, Ron. But if we didn't get bombarded with Scotty Barnes, we'd be talking about him way different than how we talk about him. I got to be honest. Penn has definitely soured me to Scotty Barnes. Yes, he has.
I think we do talk about Scotty good. It's just that when we compare how good we talk about Scotty compared to how when Penn talks about it, it seems like we're not talking good about Scotty. But I don't think we ever anytime we talk about Scotty Barnes, especially if Penn's not around, it's never like bad stuff or usually always praising Scotty. Yeah. But then when you compare it to he's a superstar and he's the next Magic Johnson, it's like, all right, well, sorry,
That's where it gets tricky.
Yeah, I do think Scotty Barnes is very underrated in large part. So I think there is a truth to he doesn't get spoken about to the degree of how good he is. And most of that's just lower market. I know Toronto's a big market, but they just don't get talked about a lot, like in NBA national TV shows. You're never going to open up First Things First or First Take or Get Up or any of those shows, NBA Countdown, and see them talking about Scotty Barnes and point differential and rim protection and scoring and all that. But I remember, again, when he came out of the draft, I thought he was going to be a superstar, future top 10 player in the league. Now, he may never get there, but he's a very viable offensive player, does a lot of really good things. Yesterday was a tremendous game, tremendous playmaking game from him. He's very smart. One of the things about Scotty, too, is, and Ox loves this about what players, he's extremely physical. And I think, when you have players that are that physical and are kind of a 5-tooled athlete, there's nothing that Scotty is defensively, he's elite and body position. And he's a really good switch defender as well. He does a lot of things really well, but offensively, there's nothing that he's elite at. But that's fine if you're a 5-tool, you can shoot it competently enough. You're a very much above average passer. You're a good offensive rebounder. You can drive the basketball. Sure. And your finishing skills will continue to get better. He really is a very, very good basketball player. And if you have him on your team, he just does so many things. He makes up for a lot of mistakes for other players as well. And, Penn, when one of the things he talks about with them, they don't have a traditional point guard. And so when you don't have a traditional PG, you are able to supplement Scotty in that role to be your, primary playmaker. And it's not going to lead to elite all-time great offense.
Well, do they though, Swiper? I think Shed is a traditional league, or he's just small.
No, but Shed's he's not a playmaking guard. And he made
That's what I'm saying. He's just not as good.
No, but he also just doesn't. He's not a point guard in that same sense. He doesn't initiate offense like that. Quickly, he's a good scorer, but he's also still limited in some of that stuff. But he's the best thing they've had in a number of years. Obviously, since they got rid of Fred VanVleet, who's really important to that team. Obviously, as Penn has talked about multiple times. Yeah, they're a really solid team, and they have a really good. I think this year is probably going to make third team All NBA player. And they have a host of role players around that player that kind of accentuate his value. And, I think Darko's done a good job.
Role players around a role player?
He's not a role player.
Well, he is. He's just in a different role.
No.
100% a role
but
player.
Ron is being nasty about role players.
No, I'm saying what Chill's saying.
They all role players.
Everybody has a role.
Yeah, everybody's a role player. But to your point, Swiper, this is how you're supposed to, I'm comfortable talking about Scotty Barnes like this. This right here. If we're having conversations about Scotty, this right here, I'm absolutely comfortable having a conversation about him like this. Now, when we start talking about him where it's extracurricular stuff, he a better passer.
The way you talk about Evan Mobley?
No, because here's why. I think the difference is that I'm actually realistic about Evan Mobley. I do complain about Evan Mobley's inability to score around the rim. Like, he could be gangly with the basketball. I don't come up here and tell you
said
guys.
he was better on defense than Wemby.
Last season, I did say that.
That could be seen as, you know.
Here's the difference, though. Here's the difference with that, though, Moss. I did say that last season, and I did think that he was the best player. I thought he was the best defensive player in the game last season. I did not say that this year.
He wasn't.
Still wasn't true. Just because you said that a year ago.
I thought he was the best defensive player. I thought the way he was playing, I thought he was the best.
But remember, Mar, this is pre metamorphosis chill. You went through iterations last year. Remember, before all that started, you were pushing Julius Randle over Victor Wembanyama, like
I was
propaganda. So
yeah,
there was a.
Actually, I wasn't pushing him. I was asked the question. Let's get it correct.
No.
You said it. You
said that he was
coming in every day like, oh yeah, right. Back. He wasn't doing that.
No, chat. This is not a tag team, and no one's calling chill out. But I think we're all recognizing that for players that we like, hey, we could just have a very high view of them. I do the same thing. Alexander Walker, I've never talked bad about him ever. Ayo Dosunmu, I've never talked. I will still never talk about him badly. I just don't talk about him now.
And
I don't know if you noticed that. Since he went to the Wolves, I haven't said a word about him. I haven't said a word about him. You see how I talk about Aaron Nesmith and them in my Pacers last year, Ron? That's the difference. Like, I have players that I think that are role players in particular that I think are extremely highly of, and I will never disrespect. It's never going to happen.
Well, with that being said, I think the difference is that I can be a realist about the guys that I'm high on. I recognize their flaws. I recognize what they're good at. I recognize what they can be better at. I'm not just, Evan Mobley is the best power forward in the game. He's going to be the best power forward. I do think that he can be that good, but I don't think he's there yet. I do recognize that point.
Who would you rather have, chill? Like, because you like a building team a certain way. Who would you rather have, Evan Mobley or Scotty? Because you like players that can do a lot of different things. And Scotty is he's a much more skilled player than Evan, but he's not like he is.
I think he's a better passer.
He's a better passer, better scorer, better ball handler, better defender in some ways. So I think that
there's an upside. I think there's an upside to Mobley that I like more than I do with Scotty Barnes, because I feel like with him, Mobley can stretch the defense a little bit more at the long ball line. And with him stretching the defense at the long ball line and being able to put the ball on the floor and get to the rim, I think as time goes on, and I think that
he's not a better driver than Scotty, though.
Well, he's not a better driver now, but the question that you're asking me is the question.
In the future, he ain't got that tween. Scotty got some tween to him.
Okay, here's the difference. The difference is that today Mobley is different than what he was 2 years ago as a ball handler. The handle is still a little gangly.
It is still way worse than Scotty.
But it's not. But it's better than what it was 2 years ago.
It's still there's still a gap.
It's not way worse. I'm not going to do that.
There's a gap. Scotty initiates the offense.
Yes,
he is the primary initiator.
Yes, and they run.
When's Evan Mobley going to do that?
They run their offense through. Evan. A lot of their offense they ran last season in particular. They had the best pick and dive offense last year in the NBA. And what do you mean? What? They had the best pick and dive offense in the league last year.
You mean after Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland? What you mean?
No, I'm talking about last season when they had Donovan Mitchell and
Darius Garland.
Yes, they
ran their offense through those two.
No, once again, those guys were the primary ball handlers. When they were running their offense, they were in a lot of pick and roll. They were at the top of the league in pick and roll.
Yeah, because Jared Allen can pick and roll too.
And I finished, please. God damn. As I was saying, they ran their offense through. They ran their offense, that pick and roll and that pick and dive offense. They ran it with Evan Mobley, and they had I think if I'm not mistaken, it was the best or the top three pick and dive and pick and pop offense in the league, and that was largely due to Evan Mobley. His handle has gotten better this year than what it was 2 years ago, and I think that when the game slows down for him, to answer your question, I think that when the game slows down for him, and I think that he understands space, understands how to beat guys off the dribble, how to exert energy, and not go mano-a-mano with guys, and how to exploit mismatches even better. I think he's going to be an even better offensive player and scorer. And on top of that, defensively, I've come to the point where I accept him as a rebounder. I think he's a 9 to 11 a game rebounder. I want him to be like 13 a game because I think he could be a better rebounder, but he's never going to be that. So I've accepted that he's never going to be that. But I do think that he can always be.
Sure, you just said you're basically saying you want him to be Scotty.
No, I'm not. I don't want him to be Scotty because I think that he can be. That's not what I'm saying at all.
But he does. Scotty runs more of the offense than Evan Mobley.
Is Scotty a better pick and dive? Is Scotty a better pick and pop or pick and dive player than Evan Mobley?
Well, Scotty's he's a pick and roll player. Like he actually
is he better than Evan Mobley?
Well, Evan doesn't do any of this.
Is he better than Evan Mobley? That's a very direct question.
All Evan does is set a screen.
Okay, that's what
he's better. He's better at the other side of the pick and roll than Evan is. 100%. Yes.
Is he better in pick and pop?
No, I'm probably not. I mean, no.
Is he better in pick and dive?
I mean, I don't know if he ever played
no.
with a point guard.
So with that,
he's never played with a point guard. When did he play with a point guard besides Fred VanVleet?
With that being said, what do you mean besides VanVleet? You just said it. He just played with a point guard.
Yeah, but he didn't. He doesn't run screen and roll like that though.
But that's not the point. You just said you just asked me when does he play with a point guard? He played with Fred VanVleet. With that being said, Evan Mobley playing in that style of offense, that's conducive to his game. And I think that as time goes on and as the game slows down, for him, he will improve at that.
Who do you trust more to get a bucket when it matters most?
Shit, neither one of them.
I'm thinking about it. If I had to choose between the two of them, Mobley. I mean,
I'm really not mad at it. Like,
Mobley.
But y'all, before we move on, though, I want to bring it back to the Raptors as a whole and as a team. A Scotty Barnes led team, by the way. Does anybody see them getting out the first round? And I'm not asking this to be nasty. I'm curious.
I don't like that matchup, but with them in Cleveland, I don't like that matchup.
No, they're out of there. Yeah,
you guys know I've been talking about Cleveland and Toronto all year long. I do not like that matchup at all. I don't. I think they could beat Cleveland. I do.
You think the Raptors could beat Cleveland?
I'm not saying that they're going to beat them, but I think that they could beat Cleveland. I do think that they could beat them. Mm-hmm.
That series is over in 5, probably. Honestly,
you think they serve them?
Yeah, if they're healthy. Yeah, James Harden and Donovan and Sam Merrill's back. Like, yeah, they're
I would pick Cleveland. Though. I would pick Cleveland, but I don't like that matchup.
Yeah, and I mean Atlanta's just a half a game behind the Raptors, so like anything could really happen. But
what
as of right now,
what do you think happens from that 5 to 7 spot, Ron?
Swipe it. It's so crazy.
You know who's cooking right now?
Who is
cooking right now? 76ers.
Yeah, we're healthy now.
Yeah, the 76ers are frying right now, and so there's a world where they get all the way back up to 5.
I feel like I'm in Paris.
Guys just wanted to like it was over for us because we decided to get healthy before the playoffs instead of going into the playoffs.
And then you said, by the way, Mark, we didn't talk about it. When was that Cleveland? When was the 76ers game? Was that Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
With Charlotte?
No, it was Friday. No,
was it Charlotte?
Yeah, it was Friday.
It was Saturday. Was it
Saturday?
It was Saturday.
So they played it back to back?
Yeah, Charlotte played it back to back.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other since that game, right?
What do you mean, Swiper? When you mean
did you see brother Joel Embiid? His defense on who somebody drove on him and he sent it. Oh, Grant Williams. Thought he was doing something. Thought he was Jokic. Chill. Drove on him.
They think Joel Embiid
slapped that, and then it was Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller thought he had a 3. Joel Embiid ran out there, and I saw some energy from Joel. Hey, he looks good. Knees look good. Chill. Playing defense.
If I'm Charlotte, I didn't appreciate that ass whooping. I did not at all. They put a foot to Charlotte.
Hey, bro, Paul George, bro, chill. I got to tell you, we don't talk enough about Paul George and his shooting mechanics. Chill. I love his jump shot. I think it is so pretty. It's so technical. And Rod, his base is tight. His arms tight. He gets like at peak verticality and lets it go. It is beautiful. I love watching PG shoot.
It just looks so. It's really poetry in motion.
Mm-hmm.
When he got the ball in his hands.
And I don't, because Mars is giving me the Philly stuff. As much as I don't want to admit it, I mean, Paul George just basically tiptoed back into the lineup, and they just rolling again. Mm-hmm. Like he didn't like storm back. He kind of like tiptoed back in the lineup, and here we are. If there's any team in the East, and I'm not saying that, I'm thinking that they're the favorites. I think that team's going to go as Joel Embiid goes. But Paul George just kind of just tiptoed right back into the lineup like, yo, don't forget that I'm nice. Yeah, I still got the goods. I don't have all of them, but I still got some of the goods.
Yeah,
You
man.
guys were talking. You swore PG was not a good player, so
Who,
shout
Chill?
out to him.
Washed.
Man, would you
Over.
please stop holding
This-
Chill to old
This
takes, please?
platform, no, it's this platform. It's
Who
not-
said it was? Who said he was cooked?
I called him washed.
platform's
Not your
over-
brother.
this
Not us.
platform-
Not us. Not
This
me and Ron.
platform's overwhelming
Nah,
sentiment.
Swiper.
Not
I
me and
called him
Ron.
washed.
Oh, you
I
did?
called him washed, Swiper. I
Yeah.
Ron,
did.
he's the
I
same
got
age
it.
as us. How you gonna call a brother that in our demographic washed?
This
I was just
platform's
calling it how I was seeing
overwhelming
it.
Sentiment was Paul George is not good. That was the overwhelming sentiment. Turns out he is, so it's fine. Shout out to Paul George, good player.
I never said he wasn't good.
He is playing
I just
better.
said he was washed compared to what he was, and I didn't.
I said
think
he
was
wasn't
gonna
worth
get back to
$50
that
million.
level. And
I said it was a terrible signing. A terrible
He
signing.
still probably was, but Paul George,
Yeah.
good player. Tyrese Maxey, good player. Joel Embiid, good player. Philadelphia 76ers, healthy team. We need to stop
BJ,
treating
it's good.
Joel Embiid like a make-a-wish kid. Joel Embiid is just good. It's not, oh my God, Joel Embiid can still play. It's like,
48th ranked player in the NBA.
yeah, that man has shown you ever since that Lakers game, whenever that was, mid-December, and everyone was writing his obituary saying his career was over because he went like 4 for 18. Ever since that moment, Joel Embiid, every time he steps on the court, has been elite. So,
Well, how many
Maybe we
games
need
ago with that,
to-
Mars?
for him, maybe like 20, maybe.
All right, let me look at last 20
I don't
games for
think
Joel.
anybody-
By the way, well, last
That's
20 games for Joel Mars. Strap in, brother.
It was 26 games. It's been 26 games. They're 18.
Don't read that. Well, let me pull the exact numbers so you know you can celebrate. Joel Embiid since that point, Mars. 29.9 points,
So 30 a game.
8.1 rebounds,
Eight rebounds.
4.3 assists, 1 block a game, but we'll skip that. 52.3% from the field, Mars. 39.4% from 3. 85.7% from the free throw line, Mars.
Not bad.
Mars, you know what that deserves, Mars?
Golf clap.
Yeah, we
For
did
me, for me, that's just a golf clap because I expect Joel Embiid to be amazing. So this isn't. He doesn't get.
Yeah, you hold Joel in a lot higher regard.
I know that guy is amazing at basketball. So yeah, he's averaging 30 on great efficiency.
He's still the clear third, like top 3 center for you in the league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jokic, Wemby, and Embiid. They're the
Yeah.
3 best bigs in the league.
I can get with that. I don't have a problem.
His
with that.
defense isn't as bad as people are saying.
Ron, why your face like that, Ron? Is there another
no,
big
I-
that we didn't? That,
No,
that
no,
we
no,
didn't-
no, no, not
Okay.
not even. I
wanna
made
make
that
sure.
face because finish Mars. I don't want to cut you off because I'm
He about
I'm
to
about
say
to take
something
it
else.
somewhere else.
Yeah,
So
defensively, it's not as bad as people are saying. Now, he definitely picks his moments in the regular season. We'll see if he can scale up in the playoffs. And he's not the same mobility that he used to have. So it's going to be exclusively drop. But if you challenge Embiid at the rim, more than likely you're not going to score. I think the biggest thing that's declined with him has been the rebounding. I think that's fairly obvious. Even Charlotte were like killing them on the boards, which is why I question why Charles Lee took Demon Musa out of the game. But he's a coach. He knows better.
I think they went to spreading the floor, but the issue was like the way they were guarding Grant. They made Grant like this. You got to drive.
Yeah, it was. I didn't agree with the strategy that was being deployed. I thought they were killing them
Brother,
on the pass all game long, and they went away.
That 3 LaMelo hit, dog. The one where they chill, and I know you don't like that go screen, but they ran the same
the
thing
Mr.
they
McVay.
always run.
Mr.
Yes,
McVay.
they always sprint Khan at LaMelo, and what they'll do is literally Khan will just sprint at him, and then he'll just run the hump. And so it was PG, and it was somebody else, Mars. I can't remember. It might be Kelly Oubre. They messed it up. Oh, no, actually, it was Embiid. It was Embiid, and it was like
Embiid and Maxey, I want to say.
And Embiid, I think he thought that Maxey was going to do something else. And so Embiid ends up like dropping back, chill, and staying back. And then he just lets LaMelo. And LaMelo didn't even have his feet set. Like he literally, like I think was going to pass it and then realized, wait a minute, I'm wide open. And I'm talking about like 3 feet behind the line, just hit it. It was a great play from LaMelo. But they have been killing teams all year running that at the end of games. Like Khan's gravity alone, like it's really changing what they're doing for that offense, man. But the 76ers look good, y'all. Like I'm excited for them.
Swiper.
Yeah, go ahead, Brody.
Oh my God. Okay, I guess.
I need everybody to wrap their minds around this. I know you guys have your past sentiments about Philadelphia. I know you have certain ways that you feel about Joel Embiid.
Come on, Ron. I know where Ron's going with
Because
this.
I know we started with the process and a lot of things happened, and now here we are on March 30th. looking at a Philadelphia 76ers team that looks pretty promising, right? Yep. They're fully healthy now. Paul George is back. Joel Embiid's back. Tyrese Maxey's back. I need you guys to know that Philadelphia can beat any team in the East. And it's not that one, oh, well, of course anybody could beat anybody. No, it's not that one. What I'm saying is, I'm picking Philly.
Could you please not encourage this, Chill?
I'm picking Philly to beat everybody except potentially Boston. Like, if they match up against Detroit, I'm taking Philly. If they match up against the Knicks, Philly's 1-2 punch is better than the Knicks.
What?
They are a more talented team all around than the Knicks. Like so Joel and Tyrese Maxey isn't better than Cat and Jalen Brunson.
The good news is that's not what they would be facing. They'd be facing OG and Mikal and the rest of them with Cat and Brunson.
Yes, and they will be facing VJ Edgecombe, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes. What do you mean you're good? See, and that's the point that I'm making. No, they don't. I don't. At full health, I don't think so.
So do you know who's backup center for them right now?
For who?
Philly. Not
Andre Drummond.
Yeah, it's not.
Or Dembona. Well, I mean, they got both of them. So, like,
but Ron, what about Detroit?
Dominique Barlow. Shout out Dominique Barlow.
You got Philly.
Shout out my man
Detroit at full health too.
Yeah.
Just asking. I'm just asking questions.
I think Joel Embiid is that good, Ox. I do. I think
Tyrese Maxey is that good.
I think Joel Embiid been this good. Chill. What I'm trying to get Ron,
series, right?
like Chill. You're encouraging Ron to keep going after this chick. Don't you realize that this chick then stole his car, crashed it, ran his credit card bill through the roof? You know what I'm saying? Through the roof.
I got a new car.
I'm talking about Ron.
I got a new car.
Chill. I'm talking about.
I got new cards. Okay.
Chill.
Swipe these two.
Chill. I'm talking about Ron done caught this chick at the neighbor house. I'm saying, like, I'm talking about for 6 years. Chill. I've been trying to tell him, yo, leave her alone. 6 years.
She was just lending him some spices. It wasn't anything like that.
She was lending him something, trying to give him a little sample of something. But what I'm saying, Ron, is this is not like I've been trying to walk you off this ledge for about 5-6 years now. And even up here on the panel, Chill, he did this last year, he did it the year before, and then every time I think he finally got this out of his system, it comes right back, full circle. We back to Philly. Like, Ron, what are you doing?
Because as Mars knows, Joel is that special. Mm-hmm. But the thing about it is, it's not even as much as me being high on Joel as it is me being high on the roster. Like, I believe this is the best iteration of Philly at full health. Now, I know they had the Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler joint with Tobias. That was a good team. I just think this team, JJ too. But even like that team compared to the rest of the East field, that East was much tougher than this East right now. So it's like Joel, Paul George, and if Paul George is showing us what he is, and he don't got to be 26 and 13 a night or 28 and 6 and 5. He don't got to be that. Paul George just got to every other game give us anywhere from 16 to 22. If Paul George is like that, you know what Tyrese Maxey is. Tyrese Maxey's averaged 27 plus for the whole season. Mm-hmm. Mm. And then VJ Edgecombe, VJ don't get the credit he deserves as a young athletic player, making shots, getting downhill, playing defense too. Like VJ is the third best rookie in the NBA right now.
Mm. I don't hate that, even though I love that kid in Washington. But yeah, I can get with that.
And then they got a ton of other good role players, very good role players. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised at all.
Okay.
I don't think that roster is as good as you're saying, but I do think they can beat everyone. So,
I do. Yeah.
I wouldn't bet.
It's going to be on the strength of Joel Embiid. That's what it's going to be on the strength of. Of all the things that they do, as good as Paul George is, as good. Again. No, we're not setting them up.
Chill. They can't beat Boston, Cleveland, or Detroit.
Well, Cleveland
or New York.
Cleveland owns them, Ron. Stop.
Cleveland.
Cleveland owns them.
They can't beat. They might. You know what? They have their best chance with New York, and I don't think they can beat them either.
Yeah, I think Donovan Mitchell averaging something like 35 a game against them this season.
It's just a matchup thing, Ron. They're not. This is a bad matchup for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's you, Taylor, in the chat, man.
Gonna win, but we gonna pick them though. Philly in 6.
Philly in 6. I hear you.
Because of Joel Embiid.
That's good.
Chill. They have a great roster construction. They have everything you need. They got shooters. Yep. They got POA defenders. They got a legit center. They got backup bigs. They got backup guys to come off the bench. They got, I like Quentin Grimes as a secondary ball handler or a ball handler coming off the bench. Mm-hmm. Like they got everything that you need. They got 2 guys that can get you 40 on any given night.
Yep.
They got athleticism. Like I like everything that they have. I like everything.
And they got Joel Embiid more than anything.
I think the Sixers have 4 good players on their roster.
Really?
Who is that, Mars? Who is that, Mars?
Really?
No, Embiid, Maxey, Paul George, and VJ.
No. Oubre is a good player, brother. Oubre is a good player.
I don't agree with you.
Oubre is a good player.
You don't like Quentin Grimes?
Oubre one of those guys.
I've just everything Quentin Grimes has done this season. I do not like Quentin Grimes this year at all. Barlow is all right because he helps rebound, but offensively, Drummond is just like borderline unplayable at this point. Mm-hmm. Adembona fouls too much. So although I like his physical tools, he's not there yet. Mm-hmm. Kelly Oubre might be the lowest IQ player in the NBA. And then Quentin Grimes can't guard a shadow. So they have 4 good players in my opinion.
Andre Drummond's biggest.
I never liked Kelly Oubre, by the way. To the person who asked if I don't like Oubre, I've never thought Kelly Oubre was good. But
Andre Drummond's best attribute is his rebounding ability, and he has not been doing that. Yeah,
he got a little bit of a sniper now.
He's still a rebounding is probably the only thing he still does at an NBA level, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just everything.
And that's the problem right there, Swiper. Yeah. Dude shot 5 threes one month, and y'all was like, "Oh,
I mean, he got a little. I'm saying he got a little bit of sniper. It's not like nothing great. He needs
to stick to rebounding.
But that goes back to like he's like the extreme example of my tweet.
What tweet? Oh, right, Mars, exactly.
No one care that Andre Drummond shooting threes. Like, shout out to you. I guess
that's never gonna help.
That doesn't do a thing for anyone anywhere. Like,
chill. That would never help them win a basketball game. Never would that help them win a basketball game. Andre Drummond's 3-point shooting ability would never help them win a basketball game. And also, real quick, before I want to say this to you, Taylor, in the chat, that comparing the Sixers to Ginger from Casino was nasty because Sam Rothstein ruined her. He had a good thing going, and he ruined Ginger. But go ahead.
No, he didn't. Ginger was a bum bitch. No, he did not.
Like Casino?
He was awful.
Absolutely not.
So you talking about the Robert De Niro
ruined him?
Yes, Sam ruined Ginger. He had a great thing.
Which one was Sam?
Robert De Niro.
Oh, Robert's character? How did he ruin her? She was a minor.
She was awful.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was absolutely a minor. She literally gave her bread. Like that was the whole premise of their relationship, handing her bread.
Watch the movie. You know what? Chill. That's crazy.
She took the money at the end of the movie.
Because Chill the same one that be trying to give Monty Williams grace for taking the money that was forced on him. That's all. That's what he did to Ginger. But anyways, who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's a movie. Y'all watch it. Trust me.
Didn't she drug out at the end of the movie?
You might be right.
Because of Sam Roth. Because of Sam ruined her.
Yeah. A lot of, to be honest with you, yeah.
And what she was giving money to her ex, is that what it was?
Yes, and he was a fucking low life. He was a loser.
Nigga Lester Diamond.
She had a Ron in her life that she was still ducking money off to, bro.
Yeah. You got a Lester Diamond in your life too.
My nigga Lester Diamond.
Oh, he was a clown. Oh my goodness.
Hey, bro, when they beat his brother in front of him, bro, I said, "Oh, this is."
Oh yeah.
Everything
dirty,
about
bro.
him was wild.
This is dirty, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
I do see the allure, really quickly. I do see the allure of Philly just off the strength of having Joel Embiid. I do. I see it.
Please, y'all. I'm begging. Chill. I'm begging you. Ron, I'm begging you. Stop.
I'm not on the train. I'm not on the train because I don't think Joel Embiid gonna hold up. I don't. But with that being said, I see the allure. And Ox, again, I'm not saying that, keep giving her a chance. But Ron, I see why you mess with her. I see it. But you shouldn't be. Yeah. You shouldn't be. You should not be messing with her.
No, I understand. I understand why you double back and hit it every once in a while.
Yeah, I see. But
like, what you doing, man? You keep trying to move her back into the house and all that. Like, bro, stop, bro,
no,
stop.
I'm not doing all of that. No, absolutely.
Oh, real talk. Good to see you, brother. I got you.
The same thing that happened before is going to happen again. You can bet your last money on that. Yes. So I get it, and I see why you messing around. I get it, no doubt.
Yeah, man. Well, Ron is not here, but I'll go ahead and. No, he's here. He's here. You back? Ron, you back? You good?
There he is.
My bad. She just called me. I had to catch up her a little something. Oh, what's good, real talk? How you doing, brother?
Man,
It's
you
funny
still
that
paying her
real talk.
insurance chill. I'm talking about. God.
Brother Real Talk
Hey,
is in
well,
the house.
Ox, you know how I'm able to do that?
How?
Real talk. You know how I'm able to trick a little bit on my honey dip on the side?
How you,
Is it because you made some extra money playing Splash Sports?
It is absolutely how I'm able to do that. You know, Splash Sports, by way of me getting $50 for free when I only played $5 and used code CHOICE, has allowed me to dibble and dabble in so many different things in my personal life. I've been able to have so much fun based all off of knowing ball. See, the fact that I know ball means that I could play quick picks on Splash Sports, choose more or less on any given player on any given night based on their player projection, and I'll know that this guy's gonna be Lester Diamonds. Or I'll know that this guy is gonna go more on these different player projections, stat lines, and all of that good stuff. And the cool thing about all of this is Splash Sports has the highest multipliers in DFS. So I can win up to 50 times what I put in. So basically, if you guys do the math, 20% of that goes to her. And then I take the rest of it, the rest of that 80%, and I, divvy that up for other things as well. But ultimately, based on that 50 times that I win on Splash Sports, I have a good time. So you guys download the app, have a good grand time yourself playing quick picks, get $50 instantly when you play just $5, and be sure to use code CHOICE and cash in on the benefits that you're just not gonna get anywhere else. And we're gonna show you guys how to do it right here, right now on Splash Sports. We got quick picks, and we got a good game tonight, Big Ox. We have the Pistons versus the Thunder.
That's a good game.
You know what? Not really. We have the Heat versus the Sixers. Yeah.
There we go.
There he is. There they go. Right there.
All right. What we got, fellas? Who's going first?
Quentin Grimes more. Let me get Quentin Grimes more. Thank you.
That's easy money.
You always take the role players if you ask.
Oh,
me.
hold on. Real talk. Grimes and Oubre, they're both from Houston?
Yeah, Quentin played in the Woodlands. I do know that. And Oubre isn't from Houston. I'm pretty sure he relocated from Louisiana after Katrina here.
Okay.
So, but he grew up in Houston, though, yeah.
I mean, Oubre's a little younger than us, right? So he must have got there around like 9. He might as well be from Houston.
All right, so we got the more Quentin Grimes.
No, Katrina was in 05, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, my bad. Go ahead, my bad.
I'm going to take that VJ Edgecombe.
What, the points?
Actually, no. Mars already. Give me the 1.5 threes, VJ.
For VJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the PG, Paul George points and rebounds, please. 23.5 if you can.
Nobody want to take the best scorer in the NBA? He's sitting right there in front of you guys. Nobody wants to take him. There you go.
You just said Luka was the best scorer in the NBA.
Factually,
Let me know
the best
when
scorer in the
Lucas
NBA
played.
this year is.
Yeah, let me know when.
Yeah.
Lucas
Oh,
played.
bam. Oh.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I expect him to get a double-double tonight.
I do like that. I
Y'all
love
don't,
that.
y'all don't want to take Bam points?
I took Tyler Hero's points.
I mean, it's only 21 and a half. He's hit 4
I know
times.
this is the greatest, second greatest scorer ever. Why are we not taking?
Why are you hovering over that list right there?
What list? I'm not.
Nothing.
I'm trying
Are
to
we
make some
good?
picks. Yeah, I mean,
We cool? What we got? All right, let's go ahead and move forward. Once again, you can win up to 50 times what you put in on Splash Sports. Make sure that you use code CHOICE and redeem your free $50 when you play just $5. Use code CHOICE, redeem your benefits, win big money, and have a whole lot of fun. We will see you guys in the winner's circle. It was fun. It was real. Next time I see you guys, I'll be a little richer. All right, fellas. We got some super chats, but actually, we're not going to get into super chats just yet. We have to talk about it, y'all. There was a game yesterday in college that we have to talk about. We're going to talk about this game by way of a super chat. So let me find the first super chat that speaks into
Young
it.
fella.
Sick.
So, here we go. All right, Trent said, "What's up, panel? I wish I could be up there one day." Hey, Trent, we got panel tryouts coming soon this summer. Get your kicks, work on your game, be ready to play some defense, be a spot-up shooter, or just average 30 in the summer league, and maybe you might get up here. But Trent said, "What's up, panel? I wish I could be up there one day, but do y'all think Caden Boozer is that bad?"
No, I don't.
He had a
I
good
think-
game. He played.
He wasn't bad at all yesterday.
Like, it's just he had one egregiously bad moment, but that's gonna like write the story. He was good in that game.
Yes, he was.
He's been good ever since Caleb Foster went down and he had to take the reins out.
Exactly.
I'm not going to diminish him as a whole player. I think he was good. It's just
And not only that, he played great in ACC tournament too. He's been playing really good the second half of the season too. Like I'm with you on that, Mars. I'm not going to allow one play to have me just write a kid off. On top of that pass turned out to not be good. But how many times have we seen somebody get that pass over at the end of a game and they go get a dunk and then a buzzer goes off and it's like, oh, all right, So yes, should he have dribbled the ball out? Should he have maybe even taken a backcourt violation? Sure, they win the
Don't
game.
worry about the backcourt. The shot clock was off. All we needed to do was hold on to the ball. We did.
Right, but there was 10 seconds.
on the clock. It was like maybe like 10.2 or something. Like,
I'm saying. Yeah, when the ball came in, it was like at 10. So it's like you could take a backcourt violation.
Yeah, shit, they would have had like 0.6.
Yeah, but hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda, man. The kid, it's one thing I do want to bring up about this though, because that it did turn up to be a bad pass, right? So I had a meeting last night, and somebody was talking about, well, shouldn't they asked if they had any timeouts and should they been able to draw something up. See, for me, I don't feel that way. I feel like when you're up 2 and we're talking about a team like Duke, 10 seconds left, there's nothing to talk about. I shouldn't have to draw anything up. I shouldn't have to tell y'all what to do. Like this should be just a simple take care of the basketball situation.
It's really that simple, Ox. It really is.
Don't turn the ball over and make your free throws.
It's really that simple. It really is.
Business.
Mars, hold the ball. They have to foul you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
It really is.
Like Cam, in my opinion, should have held the ball, but then he decided to pass it because he was trapped by the sideline. He had 2 around him. He passed it to Dame Sarr. I understand him getting off the ball because he's not good at making free throws. So I understand that. Get off the ball.
He got off the ball so fast.
It
was damn near a touch pass. He got hit this.
Yeah,
and the boy, his hands, he said.
Sure, I get it. You get off the ball, find your point guard. That's seemingly a good decision. When you give the ball to your point guard in that position, that's the last player you think should be rushed, frantic, out of control. And for whatever reason, Caden Boozer C2 and thinks it's a good idea to try and throw it over the top of him. Now, if it works, it's like, oh yeah, foresight, you got yourself a dunk, blah, blah, blah. That's not a risk worth taking in that position, in my opinion. You just got to be, I think, more aware. He said it in the post-game interview, like, it's on him. You can't change it now. But at the end of the day, the reason they're in that spot to begin with is because they ended up blowing a 20-point lead or whatever. So it's more than just what he did at the end. Now, obviously, with him at the end, they had a chance to win. So, like, we can still look at him and be like, he handles business. We win the game despite the fact that we all sold at the end. We all sold, but we still could have won. Now they all sold, and they didn't win. And in large part because of Caden Boozer. So,
what about that shot, though?
So,
yeah, man.
Oh, my God.
What I don't want to do is I don't want to focus on that. And the reason why I want to focus, the reason why I want to focus on that, because you, Ox, you, Mars, you guys are X and O guys. You love X and O's. And with you loving X and O's, you would marvel at what Dan Hurley is doing with that Connecticut team. Number one, Ox, there is no standing around. No matter where the ball is, it's always action. So he's always keeping the defense off balance. That's number one. Number two, he goes to his strength. The strength yesterday, if you notice, was get the big fella the ball and get the big fella the ball close to the basket. We are going to exploit that mismatch. He looked at Caden Boozer like that was a mismatch. He can't cover you. If you notice, the game got blown open when Reed went off the floor. And the reason why it got blown open, because now we don't have that ability to rebound anymore. We don't have that paint presence. And basically, Duke was getting everything that they wanted. Connecticut had action. They had this action, and again, I say this about you, Moss, because I know you're an X and O guys, and you love X and O. He's got this action with Caravan. Where Caravan, I got the lead guard at the top. Caravan comes and sets a screen. Caravan comes and sets a cross screen on the wing. He comes and sets the cross screen on the wing. The wing comes and gets the ball. While he's coming to set that cross screen, he's diverting you with that action to now come to the top of the key, and he sets the back screen on the lead guard who's wide open at the rim. Like, I'm watching that and I'm going, if you not paying attention, if you only watching the ball and you just see that and you don't see that, that's the kind of stuff that Dan Hurley does that completely throws you off the track because there's always action. He throws the ball into the big fella Reed, who usually when you get the ball into the big guy, you let him go to work. Well, that's not what was going on, Ox. He throws the ball into the big fella Reed, who likes to operate on that left block the most. He's at the best at the left block or in the middle of the paint. That's where he's at his best. I got my two guys on the wing. When I throw that ball into him, that first guy is diving to the rim. When Reed is on the block, he's diving to the rim looking for the basketball. That's where the first diversion is. Right after that, I got cross action right at the top, and then I got that wing when he screens, slipping to the rim. While you watching that, Reed is already at the basket scoring the basketball. So you guys, I know how much you love X and O. Dan Hurley is a master, boy. He constantly keeps you on your toes.
Mm-hmm. It was a really good game. Like, first half, Duke were doing what they were doing, and obviously Yukon being able to come back, and they couldn't buy a three until like the last 2 minutes of the game, and then all of a sudden everyone decides they can make shots now. It was like ridiculousness to the stuff like Chill was saying. They just stuck with their principles and the movement, and eventually like Duke switching kind of just like all it takes is one momentary lapse, one momentary miscommunication. You've got a layup, you've got an offensive rebounding opportunity. All because of all of the constant action. And with a 30-second shot clock, that's a lot of time for a mistake to be made. And eventually, I think Duke's defense kind of just started getting undone. And then offensively, I think you like even in this tournament as a whole, you've seen like the flaws in Caden Boozer's scoring game, just like the ground-based game. Like he got blocked about 28 times last night. I don't know how many times. Yeah, he got blocked.
Crazy.
He got blocked a ridiculous amount of times. Now that doesn't mean he didn't play well, but you can see like the flaws in his scoring approach.
You can see the Al Jefferson, not the Al Jefferson. That was too disrespectful. Go ahead,
relax.
Al Jefferson could score really well in the NBA, but
Al Jefferson was a bucket.
He just had no left hand.
No, I was just saying ground bound. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean you can see that, but he still ultimately had like a really impactful game. Isaiah Evans didn't have as good of a game as he had in the previous round. I can't even remember who they played. St. John's. Mm-hmm. But his shooting was still valuable in that game. The issue is Duke's offense just kind of became undone with the size that Yukon had out there. But they still should have won the game. Like, shout out to Mullins. Like, that's a hell of a shot. Like, that's a historic shot. Like, that's
the nuts to take that shot at the end of that game as a freshman.
And that's
the
what he's
nuts
here for.
to take that shot. Like a lot
after
of
he couldn't buy a bucket the whole game, he was like 0 for 4.
Yeah.
Like
buy a bucket.
He ain't made nothing, and then he gonna pull from like 35 and nothing.
With that being said, he had to shoot it.
Yeah, he didn't have a choice.
You know what I'm saying?
He had no choice. You can't even think. You just go. You let it go.
But I mean, that's that type of stuff right there, though, y'all. That's what the dance is all about, though. That's what March is all about to me. Like, those things happen. Like, get buzzer beaters, all types of stuff. That's what the dance is all about, man.
Is that a one shining moment? I said to you guys when we were filling out our brackets, I had said to you guys that Duke was going to take care of St. John's. That's why I thought Yukon was going to the Final Four, because St. John's got Duke number. I mean, St. John's got Yukon's number. I think they beat them once in the last 5 tries, and I'm like, yo, if they could get Duke to take care of St. John's, I think they back in it. But make no mistake about it, Duke did enough to win that game yesterday. They 100% did enough to win that basketball game yesterday, and there's no reason why they should have lost. That was incredible. Oh, my goodness. That's one of those one shining moment things, Ox. Yes, it is.
That was crazy.
So yeah, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I have a hard time, and I have since for the last several years, hard time watching college sports and a hard time critiquing college sports now. Because, Ox, you said it, like, but dude is 18, 19 years old, making a just crazy decision to pass the ball. But I'm not gonna lie, that happens all the time. I literally will watch kids just throw the ball out of bounds, make horrible mistakes, be up 10, 30 seconds left and lose. Football happens the same thing. But like it's like their brain's not even like developed enough to like, oh, I shouldn't do this right now. And even on that play, I'm like, it's wide open. Like you can throw the ball ahead. It makes perfect sense. But you actually don't need to do that at all. Like you can literally just hold on to the ball and you keep moving. It's just tough, man. Like that there's so much pressure with being a college athlete and like all the stuff that comes with it. And then you're on a national stage trying to win a championship. And it's just all the little mistakes you can make can cost you the game and all that stuff, bro. It's just that's tough, man. Like, but that situation hard to be in, period. Like it's just hard to be in that.
I actually had UConn before this whole, bro. I think I had UConn losing to Arizona in the national championship game. But I'm thinking to myself, if Coach Hurley wins another one, like we gotta start talking about him different. Like he ain't gonna catch Wooden. I don't think that's gonna ever happen. Coach Krzyzewski's got 5, so he ain't in that space where we putting his name on the floor. Like we gotta start talking about him all he has to do is just continue to win and keep his nose clean. Like I think we talk about him like Calhoun and Roy Williams. I think we start talking about him like that.
We got another super chat that asks about Gino.
Done.
Ron, just so I don't know if it's a relevant time to pull it up or not, but yeah, I mean it's gonna be a while until he gets there. Because if we're including women's coaches, like,
well, I mean Gino's in that John Wooden.
Gino is different.
Even Pat, like
Pat, we're not talking about Gino in that situation.
No.
We're not there yet.
Even
Gino,
too.
Gino's sitting over there at a different table. Like
the Notre Dame coach, obviously you got
Final Four 24 times. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, Gino chilling.
Yeah.
What's the name of LSU, bro?
Moki.
Kim Mulkey.
I mean, when you got all the best players all the time.
Well, I mean, Vic Schaefer about to get one this year.
Gotta say women's basketball though. Like Gino, like he got there when there wasn't any press whatsoever for women's basketball, and he basically like built a dynasty in Connecticut. Kim Mulkey obviously did at Baylor, and then now LSU. She's done a great job. Obviously Dawn's been phenomenal since she got to South Carolina.
Ox, I didn't realize she's been there 18 years. Ox, I didn't realize that. I don't know why I don't know why Dawn Staley. I felt like she only been there for like 7 or 8 years. She's been there for 18 years. And so my man Antoine in the chat, he did not headbutt the ref. What he did was he basically put his head to the ref and looked at him and said, "Yeah, that just happened.
That clip was crazy. I saw
we
that
just
clip.
Did that. Yes, sir.
That was insane. I don't know how he didn't get. How do you
I would have thrown him out the game. He did that to me.
We just did that.
Thrown him out the game.
Was that during the game?
Yes.
There was still a second left, right? That was right after he hit the three. There was still 0.5 seconds.
It should have been a text. Send him to the line. That's what it should have been.
Absolutely.
Hey, Dan Hurley, one of my favorite coaches.
That was just the
level.
intensity, bro. That's just intensity right there. Like
They must know each other. I'll tell you that much.
They probably definitely know each other.
I mean, of course, you at least familiar with everybody. But it's
they probably know each other.
Well, they know you got to know somebody to do that, though.
I don't know. I'm not gonna assume that. I'm just gonna assume that people respect the dog. That's one thing. All I'm saying is that you got to respect the dog. Like you always hear about, Darren Hurley yells at refs. He does this, he does that. Like man, that dude is an animal. Like we don't care about refs. Not like that, Ron. Not like that. We're talking about a completely different level of just. He's just a nutcase. He's what we need in sports. Like that's what we need in sports.
Facts.
And like I'm tired of all that soft ass shit. Stop talking to him. Shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude is a dog. Let him be the animal he is. And he ain't hurting nobody. And then they talk about you can't talk to kids like that. These kids is making money. These kids they're in college. They're not kids no more.
Do y'all know how we used to be talked to? Chill. How did you used to be coached?
What you see with Coach Hurley, times that by 10. Like he wouldn't last. That wouldn't happen today. No, that dude was a maniac.
I hate that I got to see because I always see the clips about like the older coaches like Izzo, Patino, even Gino. And Gino still go hard on them girls, but like you can you hear all them talking about, man, I can't even do what I used to do. Like we can't do certain things anymore. It's just like that's how you built these dynasties that you built by being different, by being super intense and just I don't know, like yesterday I'm listening to these clips, I'm watching, it's just like what do you expect? Do y'all not see what's on the line right now? Like, what's at stake right now? Like, I'm supposed to just stand on the sideline being quiet. I'm not supposed to like get intense. I can't yell at
kids. You're not
kids.
supposed to go head to head with a referee, potentially costing your guys the game.
Oh man, that's big dog shit, man.
That's right.
And then he had the jacket sleeve rolled off his shoulder.
Yeah, had his sleeve on, had like a.
Making. That's bad decision making too. Like even if
that's big dog shit.
If a player did that, God forbid,
that's bad decision making.
Player did that.
Well, that's different. There's a difference between a player and Dan Hurley. You not me, I'm not you. I can do shit you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like simple.
I'll tell you what, if Dan Hurley was the Lakers coach right now, if he would have signed that contract, y'all would be number one in the West.
I'm glad he isn't actually.
Y'all would be number one in the West.
He's glad he isn't either. He's glad he isn't too.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he is chill.
He's in a much better situation right now.
You can't coach grown men like that. I do know that. You're not coaching LeBron James like that. Absolutely not. So I'm glad he's not the coach.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to coach in the NBA. He's a coach.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? No, so I think he's in a much better situation.
Hey, DeAndre, you think that it's possible that you can get around that screen and block a shot, big fella? You think it's possible if you can rebound? No. Hey, big fella, rebound the fucking basketball. Well, wait a minute. I can't say that because
you can't talk to me like that.
You don't
soft ass bitch.
You don't think he's gonna have his crunk juice ready?
Yeah, I got to chill out as a coach.
I think he would.
I can't.
I got my crunk juice ready.
Man, Dan Hurley
why
have
does
to.
that stay next to you? What is in that?
Dan Hurley have to knock one of them dudes out.
Right, Dan Hurley's gonna knock out DeAndre Ayton. Facts.
Why not?
Real talk. You don't like Dan Hurley? I'm not liking this
that shit is
attitude.
It is some energy.
Yeah,
it is some energy
over there.
It is some energy.
You can get away with that. Mm-hmm. You're not coaching any grown men.
It's all management,
and everybody up here knows that.
It's guys that it's managers, and then it's managers in college. The way you manage is different in college than you do in the pro.
NBA money too different, man. Dan Hurley makes more money than everyone on his roster, so he's able to do what he want to do. But when you got NBA players making $60 million, and you come in with your cute little $8 million coaching contract, saying, I guess.
Yeah, see, my thing is, I just don't understand what that has to do with anything. Like, oh, I make more money than you, so you can't tell me what to do.
It's an ego thing, and so whether or not I think it's right, but
the
players have more power in the NBA.
Thing as well, because if the season goes bad, you're not getting rid of your $60 million player. Going to get rid of your $8 million.
Unless you're Nico Harris.
I feel like
we're gonna fire our coach, or we're gonna trade Luka.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Though. Not even in that situation.
Unless you're Nico Harris,
but you shouldn't. The money shouldn't even come into it. You should get rid of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like if the coach, I don't care if the coach makes $80 million, $80,000 a year, and this guy makes $80 million a year. Mm-hmm. If the guy that makes $80 million is the problem, get rid of him. See, that's why
Milwaukee, when Giannis and Adrian Griffin were going back and forth, they should have got rid of Giannis and not Adrian.
If Giannis was the problem, yeah, but I'm not saying Giannis. So you're talking that does make sense. You get rid of the problem, real talk. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, facts. Like, it doesn't.
Let's get rid of Giannis.
It doesn't. Well, because what real talk. No, hold on, Chill. Because what real talk is doing is making it seem like that is what we're talking about. You just threw two random people out there, and just said, oh well, you get rid of Giannis. You get rid of. No, that's not exactly what I was talking about. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. You're talking about Giannis and Adrian Griffin. I'm talking about. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about, nigga. I'm talking about a problem in a non-problem. Hold on, because I don't care who it is. I don't care who makes the most money. If this person is the problem and this person is not the problem, you get rid of the problem. I'm not saying that you get rid of some because these two people don't like each other. Then that's a different thing. If this person doesn't like this person and they're both equally being disruptive to the organization, then fine. Get rid of the cheaper one. Don't get rid of your franchise player. But if you have a franchise player who is making a lot of money, but we can't win with him, he's the problem in the locker room, outside of the locker room, on the court, and off the court, yes, you get rid of him. And if that happens to be Giannis, get your ass out of here. Simple.
That's definitely based off the talent that you are. throughout sports history, it is known that the more talented you are, the more leeway you're going to get. So a player as talented that works in theory, but when Wilt Chamberlain is having a problem with all of his teammates, you're still going to keep Wilt Chamberlain. Like that's because that also happened as well. So I'm saying that is kind of just is what it
Actually,
is.
they didn't.
Depends on how good the player is.
Yeah, they actually traded him from.
Yeah, they actually moved off of Wilt multiple times.
Was she?
No,
They were
there's
the
that.
They were the problem. You keep Wilt Chamberlain on your team. That's what you do. Did they win anything after when they traded him?
10 years later.
No, that's not. That don't count. That don't count.
Wilt won 2, they won 1.
That don't count. That don't count.
They ended up going to the finals in what year was it? I think they ended up playing Wilt. 68. Is it 68? Yeah, 68. They lost.
Let's see what Dallas does. Well, at least they got the number
Rick
one
Barry. He
pick.
averaged like 50 in that series and
It
lost.
was actually
so,
60. It was 67.
67? Yeah, that's it. 67, not 68. My fault. Yeah, 67.
68,
They ended up
68,
Rick
they
Barry.
lost to the Celtics.
68, they blew the 3-1 lead to Boston. How could I forget?
Yes.
Or was I just trying to get my Bill Russell propaganda?
Oh, my
one or
goodness.
the other. But yeah, shout out to Rick Barry. He averaged like 50 in that series and lost.
Mhm.
He was actually in Wilt Chamberlain's shoes. He knew what it felt like.
Yeah, well, either way it goes, shout out to Yukon. Shout out to Braylon Mullins. That was a hell of a shot. Shout out to Coach Hurley. This is his 3rd Final Four in 4 years. And it will be his 3rd championship in 4 years if he can win one, or even if he just makes it to the finals, 3rd finals in 4 years. That's historic. Like, people don't do that. That's legendary. So once again, shout out to him. Shout out to Yukon. We are going to continue to keep it pushing, though, by way of super chats,
Real
by
quick,
way
Ron.
of crunch time chat segment. What's good,
Real
Chill?
quick
Talk to me.
before you move on, just so you know, they were destitute before he got there. They were at the bottom of the Big East or the AAC. They were awful. They had a graduation rate that was lower than what it was when Jim Calhoun was there. Coach Hurley came in. That blue blood program, by the way, he came in and turned that thing around. So as you were saying, Ron.
He's one of my favorite coaches.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. If y'all don't like intensity, if y'all don't like coaches going hard, if y'all don't like coaches being passionate,
Yes,
maybe
sir.
you just don't really like basketball. Maybe. But Hank Williams said, "I'm tired of the PC West Coast bias."
Yeah, Ron. Ron.
Y'all had PC in LA, PC in Seattle, and even PC in Indy. Where's the love for the East Coast? New York, Jersey,
Indiana?
DC.
It's not on the
where's
West Coast. It's not on the West Coast.
I
man.
didn't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so.
But we were in San Francisco. Forgot about that part.
We were literally in.
Swipe
We
up.
were. What are you doing, bro? We were literally in Brooklyn, like in
That was
October,
going on.
August.
Yes, sir. It was
We
in
literally
December.
were in Brooklyn
And we were in
the
Atlanta.
the eastest of coast, and we were absolutely in Atlanta to the eastest of the coast, and enjoyed our time in Brooklyn. Had quite the dandy in Brooklyn.
And we'll probably be in New York this summer. I can't really give y'all all the details just yet, but we might be in New York this summer. You just
Shout out
never
Culture
know.
Con, man.
Hey,
We was living good in Brooklyn, bro.
asking you shall receive, Hank Williams. But also, Hank said, I want to read his full super chat. He said, "We're the love for the East Coast, New York, Jersey, DC. We show y'all love too. Chill as the only native East Coast guy on the panel. Fight for us too, OG.
I do. Every day I'm up here fighting for the East Coast. I mean, Ron is the
Chill don't want us to come out east. We asked Chill, what game does he want to go to? What stadium do you want to enter in? Where do you want to go watch basketball? And Chill chose Kawhi Leonard. I don't know if it's Big Ox got mind control over him or what it is, because you know Big Ox lives in Portland and Kawhi Leonard is his absolute idol. So maybe Big Ox coerced Chill to say, "Hey, Big Ox, we'll go to the game when Kawhi Leonard comes to your city." However, we're going to be live in the Moda Center, the first podcast ever to go live in an NBA arena before an NBA game, and then go watch the NBA game after a meet and greet, and then go tear the city up. That's what we're going to do April 10th. The tickets are still active. You guys still have an opportunity. We are just about a week and a half away, just a little under 2 weeks. So not this Friday, but next Friday, we will be in Portland. You guys book your trips, book your hotels, get your flights, buy your tickets. I promise you, if you love the panel and you like us on the internet, you like us on YouTube, You're going to love us so much more in person. I'm telling you, it's everything and more. Get your tickets. We'll see you guys in the Rose Garden.
The trip is right around the corner, y'all.
Capital L, just so y'all know, I didn't say that. Capital L, small I, small E, small S from Ron. Just so y'all know.
Liaz.
I hope Kawhi Leonard ruin your night, Ox. I hope it's a tight game. 105, 105. No, excuse me, 105, 104. Clippers down one, got the ball. 7 seconds left. They inbound it to Kawhi. Ox is standing up. Talking about, watch, he gonna do it. He gonna do it.
Clank.
Kawhi get the ball. 1-2 dribble, pull up, brick. Now you standing up looking dumb in the face. Talking about, I thought Kawhi was finished. I just hope that's exactly what happened.
Well, real talk, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That won't change anything for me as far as, you know, how I feel about Kawhi Leonard. On top of that, I got plans that night, so I'm gonna forget all about that in about 30 minutes. So,
Hey, I'm looking for the dial because my big fella gonna turn us up. That's all I know. We already gonna be turned up, but my big fella gonna turn us up even more. And Mars, you coming out? Yeah, I don't hear your bullshit.
You bring
I
your
don't want to hear
ass
none
out.
of your bullshit, Mars. You coming out?
They
Yes,
say
you
this
are.
every trip, and then I end up not coming out. I don't.
Yes, he did. He came out.
well, actually, because I was also gonna say so, but I got to chill a little bit though, because I do got a tournament that weekend, so I will be coaching the very next morning. So Mars, if you're not going to be coming out, the least you could be doing is in the hotel working on our game plan, because you're going to be on the bench with me, right?
100%, Mars. You are going to do something here. Either you coming out with us and you painting the
Both.
town, or you putting together. Right, you putting together.
I'm gonna do my obligation. You gonna see me at the Motor Center, and then I'm gonna wait for my flight back home.
Mars. They do got that skydiving right down the street in Portland.
That's amazing. The only plane I will be going on will be taking me back home.
They got the indoor skydiving in Beaverton.
Which ain't that far, where the Nike outlet
Yeah,
is.
have fun.
All right. Damn.
All right, man. Well,
we want to jump out of plane. I just don't get the logic.
Well, it's cheap,
Bro.
too. Like $200.
You said what?
It's only like $200 too. I actually like.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap to die.
So I was gonna say it's always cheap to like.
No, it's like,
not
but you're
live
more
out.
likely. You're more likely to get
For free.
statistically. You're more likely to get struck by lightning than you are to die in a parachute.
Hey, real talk. That's
mean,
funny as hell. It don't
that's what
cost
they
much to
say.
die.
Yeah, I can do that for free.
No,
It don't.
It don't cost
It's
much
easy.
to die.
Yeah,
It's
man.
easy
Wait,
to
nobody
do
up here
that,
has
y'all,
skydived before?
I have not.
No, never even
It's
considered.
My
not
brother-
on the bucket list. It's
Yeah.
not.
Not yet, but
Never
I'm going
Yeah,
to. though, soon.
I'll do it. I know a lot of people I know have done it. They had a great time. It's fast though.
dope.
It goes very quickly.
Yeah, that's why. But we should.
You know, when you're
You're
falling,
falling
the
out of a
centrifugal
plane,
force,
yeah.
velocity.
You thought it was gonna take 20 minutes?
It's not a
Like,
slow process.
No, but I'm saying it's like 6 minutes. You know what I mean? Because it's like obviously you pick up speed as you go. Because you.
Yeah.
I frequently heard before it all
Yeah.
ends that life flashes before your eyes. That's pretty quick, I would imagine. So, yeah,
paragliding would be fun. What's the most dangerous thing you would do then? Real talk. Like, you know, paragliding, anything like of that nature.
Get on an airplane.
Getting on the plane isn't dangerous though.
It is dangerous.
Yeah, me.
What are you
flying
going to
see
do
you
when
guys
something
is
goes
the
wrong
extent of my
30,000 feet in the
danger.
air? You can't
But
do
why
can't do
y'all
the
so
damn
worried
thing.
about stuff going right? Ain't going to happen. I gotta
The
live
most
with it.
dangerous thing that Real Talk does is every day as a black man stepping out of his house.
Oh, come on.
Oh man, come on, man! It's
Stop that.
2026.
Get
Man.
out
Y'all
of
gotta
here.
chill.
chill
Y'all gotta
spitting,
chill.
chill spitting.
Yeah,
Boo.
man. Shit, man,
We
go.
are. I don't know if you know this. But as
Boo.
black men, we
Why
are an
people
endangered
doing
species.
that is
No,
crazy.
I'm doing that right now in this context.
Endangered species.
I'm absolutely not an endangered species.
There's
We are out here thriving.
There's not many of
Why
us.
when I look out my window, all I can see is a bunch of you people.
There's not many
Endangered.
of us, but there's not
Why,
many of
hell
us
no.
around. There's not.
Chill. We are literally out. We are literally out here thriving. There's
Yeah, we're
nothing
thriving in the
endangered-
midst of danger.
There is nothing endangered about us.
I
Ain't
can't
nobody
tell,
trying.
yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to do
Hey,
that to you,
it's
man.
animals in the rainforest that's thriving.
Y'all, what y'all need,
It's animals
to
in
do
the
is stop
jungle
watching.
that's thriving.
Y'all, what y'all need to do
It's
is stop
animals in
watching
the deep
news,
ocean
man.
that's thriving.
Somebody told y'all wrong. Well, we doing good out here, boy.
Yes, we are doing good out here. 100.
But yeah, I think we should all engage in some stuff, for fun every now and then. I definitely want to ride a motorcycle at some point.
Let's just go kayaking or something then.
I don't know. Can you swim, Ox?
And that I could get with.
See, Ox. See this the bullshit I'm talking about. Why would you ask him if he can swim?
Why? Yeah, why would you ask him that?
Not everyone can swim.
Okay.
I didn't learn.
Why would you ask him that?
Why would I go kayaking?
Why would you ask him that?
No, because you wear a life jacket. People can kayak and not know how to swim.
I don't typically wear a life jacket when I go kayaking. I don't.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm wearing a life jacket too. I'm not.
I mean, a lot of times I do, but like I swim really good though. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Northern California, so we frequently.
Brother, when I go jet skiing, I'm wearing a life jacket. Like I'm not playing around.
You should.
That's something I have to do.
You guys should
really
always
fun,
wear
bro.
life jackets.
Bro, what you do is you real talk, you speed up and you turn, and then you go angle yourself off, and then when you turn, you make these ripples come flying off that thing, flying like 8 feet in the air.
This fool in the chat talking about gas is $4 in Michigan. It was just $2.80 last month. It's been $4 in California since 2003.
Well, that's a y'all problem. I'm not used to $4.
Yeah, gas is damn near $7 a gallon right now.
Come on, man. Hey, I'm
talking about.
We don't even check gas prices no more. Just fill up and just go on about your business.
I haven't checked gas prices in over 15 years.
Hey, I don't.
Why does it matter? I still have to pay. I don't check gas prices nowhere I go.
Ever?
Why would I?
That sounds interesting, Chill. Because you better believe when I pass Exxon Mobil, that price in Kroger is completely different. I am not in HEB in Texas. Completely different. That's
Kroger's more expensive or it's cheaper?
Shell, Exxon.
I'm trying to learn some things about Kroger.
Hey, Swapper, you have to pay for the gas.
Down here, PT.
Everything comes easy at Kroger.
You go to PT is cheaper. Like you go to Quick Trip is cheaper. Yeah, you absolutely. I'm going to Kroger gas and I'm getting my points.
Is that all you're getting?
Points
and gas?
If you
phone numbers.
Like out here we can go to
Ron, the points are free. Do y'all have a points system up there in a grocery store?
Yes, we can do that at Safeway.
Safeway, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
Safeway,
it take y'all gas down from $8.50 to $7.41. Y'all pay ridiculous gas.
I got real numbers for the gas. Like I got a number that'll get you $1 off your gallon. So just hit me up.
I'll tell you right now, bro.
Gas right now in Houston is like $3.5.
Oh my God!
That's
we
expensive.
Are all throwing a fit.
That ain't. That's really nothing.
That's cheaper than mine.
Hey, look, that won't even fill my lawnmower up. I won't even be able to get around on my motor scooter.
$275. You know what I'm saying? $265. $350.
Yeah, down there making a ruckus over $350.
Hey, but that's a new play though, shit. You ain't gotta offer to spend up and buy pay her rent. All you gotta do is offer to fill up a tank.
No, you better believe, brother, that's not happening.
You
messing with a bop, you're gonna end up paying for rent still. So you better do it in an income friendly state. That's what you need to do.
I mean, I need to stop doing that shit, paying these girls rents, man.
Rod.
Tripping.
Hey, a nice little gas tank fill up, that's all right. That's a nice meet in the middle.
That's cool. You could do that. I'm saying, man, she got a daddy. What you paying that girl
baby,
rent for?
hey, come on, let me drop a couple gallons in your
tank. One day, real talk, we go PC gonna blow up. I'm talking about new edition blow up. Like new edition blow up. Like, you know what I mean? I'm talking about rain blow up, tour buses blow up. It's gonna be a backstory. It's gonna be a Making the Band show that's gonna come out 3 decades from now, and we're gonna hear about Ron having 3-4 houses he's paying for in Tennessee, Florida, New York, and Seattle.
Hey, it's just big money real estate shit. Swipe it. Yeah, you'll learn about it. Y'all will hear about it. Y'all will marvel over it.
No, Swipe.
Ron over here paying 3 different rents because the night before they done whispered in his ear and licked on his little neck for a little bit. All of a sudden,
this. I want y'all to know something. Like I don't know what y'all think about Ron and his financial situation, but I done seen Ron with a lot of money. I'm not saying he don't got money now. I'm just saying Ron.
Yeah, of course Ron got bread.
I'm broke as a joke. Oh, got nothing right now.
Y'all think Ron? Swipe, you think Ron finna wait for PC to blow up to start tricking? He could been tricking for 15 years.
Oh, yeah, all right. It's time to Mars, we are in the crunch time chat segment. Ox is talking about things he don't got no business talking about. Swiper trying to convince y'all to go skydiving. Real talk trying to convince y'all guys to gas scalp. I'm just trying to read some. I'm just trying to read some super chats.
Focus, Ron.
Yes, I got you, Chill. It's always good to get the train back on the tracks. With a super chat from my man Tupac Westside. Hey guys, can we give a shout out to Tupac Westside? He's consistently chiming in with super chats on the daily, and he always starts it with "Morning, fellas. Getting tired of these MVP narratives in the media. I think SGA wins." Deserved, but apparently Luka is falling in the ranks despite balling. Do the defense? ? Do Nash, Dirk, or AI ring a bell?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't
First
think
off,
Nash
y'all
or
have
AI
to
would win
understand
MVP this year.
that Mannix quote that he has. Mannix is I think I like Mannix. Okay, he's I'm sure he's a nice person, all that. He doesn't always know what he's talking about. It's really that simple. Like the defensive rating stuff about Luka and saying that's why I'm not voting for him for MVP and all that stuff. Mannix is like legitimately like he watches big time games, but he is not somebody that breaks down the game like in its inertia on a game by game basis. That's just not what he does. It's never been what he does. So like he's always kind of teetering on that like not knowing what he's talking about, like area of like talking about the sport. And like when it comes to like just inertia, small, fine details. Like, no, bro, like Luka's having an incredible season, bro. Like that's just pure nonsense. Like pure nonsense.
Luka keeps dropping 40 and falling down in MVP standings. They took the award from him at 24. He's gonna not finish top 3, which he should this season. Kind of is what it is, man. Salute to Wemby and SGA, but the narrative is dumb.
You think
the
he's better than Jokic this
narrative
year?
is dumb. You said what?
You think he's been better than Jokic on the whole season?
Yes,
Absolutely.
he's definitely been better. He's definitely been better since 26. Also, like without question.
Hold on, wait. What two players did we talk about?
He said
Jokic and Luka.
He thinks Luka is better than Jokic on the full of the season.
Luka's been better since 26. Jokic in the first 32 was better, and then however you want to judge anything in between, you go ahead. But I got Luka.
I didn't know until now that like people didn't like Luka or the media had something against or the voters or something. I thought Luka was like a NBA darling. I didn't know. I didn't expect.
It's gone the other way since the finals.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Definitely has.
And the Los Angeles effect didn't help.
Oh, that's a fact.
Being in Los Angeles did not help. I think that him playing in Dallas, I mean, I do think that he got some backlash, but if he'd played in New York or if he plays in Los Angeles, yes, it's definitely more highlighted playing in markets like that.
Chill, maybe I am a contrarian because I used to be on this side with Luka, and then I flipped the same time the NBA flipped. Like now everybody hates Luka, and I'm like,
wait a minute,
he's not that bad.
Yeah, wait a minute. Maybe Luka isn't as bad as I think he is. He actually still is in the stuff that you was, but he also still is the bucket getter that he was when he was in Dallas too, like the 40 a game and the 35 a game and having stretches like that. I mean, Luka was getting busy in Dallas. He 100% was getting busy.
I just think there's 4 people having an incredible season this year, and it's going to be we have no idea how it's going to end up. And I'm talking about just the order and all that. And Kawhi, Kawhi, I think it's 5th for me. Like I'm going to.
Kawhi's not a throw-in.
No, but he's a throw-in behind those guys this year. Like I think he's been incredible this season, but it's not like a distant Kawhi. Kawhi's never been top 5 for me in any season since 21, like if before that. So let's respect to Kawhi for doing that.
And Ron, to Tupac Westside, to his super chat, I mean, he talks a lot about the defensive side of the basketball. We're talking about Curry when Curry was winning league MVPs. Was he talking about his defense? Like when KD won the league MVP, was we talking about KD as a defender? No, yeah. I don't think we
KD should have been. He was good on defense.
But we weren't. But we was talking about the buckets.
Yeah, but that's the issue.
That's what we were doing. So I say that to say we wasn't talking about Russ as a defender when Russ won the league MVP. We weren't doing it.
James Harden.
We were not talking about James Harden as
a James could defend a little bit. Russ could defend too.
James Harden plays defense. I used to see that.
That's
the most irrelevant stat I've ever seen.
James Harden plays defense.
The point that I'm making is that these guys are so exceptional offensively that even if they are playing defense, Like that's not something that's talked about. I mean, as good as Giannis was as a defender, I mean, he won Defensive Player of the Year. We talking about Giannis averaging 30 a game. That was the most thing that we was talking about with Giannis. The transition player that he was.
When you talking about when he won
the
MVP?
Finisher that he was.
You talking about wait. You talking about 1920 Giannis?
Yes.
No.
He won a Defensive Player of the Year.
But he was the defense was a part of the conversation. 2021 when he almost beat LeBron. Well, the reason he was over Braun was because of the defense, the Milwaukee record. Because Mars can remind me, I don't know, they were like 45-6 or whatever.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, something crazy.
Yes.
And then the conversation switched the next year because the Bucks went from the first seed to the third seed, and then Embiid and Jokic kind of took their rise in the rankings. Steph then finished 3 in MVP that year, I believe, and I think Giannis might have finished 4th. Embiid finished 3rd, and then 21. I mean, so Giannis' defense has always been a part of the conversation. I think what you're saying, Chill, like with the Steph Curry thing and Jokic and Nash and Magic, these are just like preeminent offensive players that are having like also the statistical and all that other stuff. I think the issue with Luka is playing phenomenal. There is no criticism. Like I think he's playing phenomenal. But I think that some of this.
You still think Kawhi's having a better season than him?
No. Well, I mean, that's tough. It just depends. It depends on what you're looking at. But I think Kawhi. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be fair to Kawhi. My position on him. I think there is an argument for me that you could make. I think you can make an argument for Luka.
Today, swiping.
Yeah, I think Kawhi hasn't changed. Nothing has changed about Kawhi since the last time we had this conversation. He's still been extremely, like, very, very, very good. It just depends on like what you want to value with like some of the stuff with the defense, like the on-off stuff or whatever. Like Kawhi's been exceptional this year, personally. Yes, I think that if you ask me real talk, I'm comfortable putting Luka ahead of him, but I'm also saying that like if somebody made an argument for Kawhi, I also wouldn't have like a crazy pushback on the totality of the season. But that's probably
on the totality of the season. There's like Kawhi's first stretch of games, like he was good, but he wasn't the level of player that we've seen.
Yeah, facts. Let me see, Kawhi. Yeah, it was like
and
the first 15
missed
games.
Time during that time. So like, I'm starting to see that it's just better for you to, if you're going to be mid at the beginning of the season,
Yeah,
so then
absolutely.
everybody just forgets.
Because if I'm not mistaken, well, yeah, I probably am. So I'll take that back. But with that being said, I mean, these guys like Kawhi Leonard, like Luka, considering what they're doing, take a page out of Wemby's book. Campaign. Ain't nothing wrong with campaigning. Absolutely. Put it out there. This is why I should be doing it. Because as much as we were talking about Wemby as the league MVP, it got much louder. When he started talking about it. That's when it got louder. It wasn't that loud before he was talking about it. Once he started talking about it, it got even louder because now the pundits and the talking heads in other spaces who actually have an effect on the league MVP, they started talking about it more. You know what? Might be correct, Wemby. I didn't think about it like that. Well, that would lead me, if I'm Luka, that would lead me if I'm any of these other guys, because I think Joker cares about the league MVP, but the fact that he's got 3 of them, I don't think he cares about it as much as he would have if he had less of them. If we had less of them. So I'm all for the logic of campaigning. Ox, I said this to you a couple of days ago. You campaign every day for something that you're doing. You campaign with your chick, campaign at your job. We campaign every day for things. So Wemby thinks that he's the league MVP. I still stand on the logic that was not off the cuff. He was not shooting off the cuff. That was absolutely on his mind, and I'm glad you brought that up. Here's why I should be the league MVP. And when Luka says, well, I don't understand why me being better drops me. No. How about the correct answer, Luka, is here's what I've been doing over the last 7 games. Who else has averaged 40 a game over the last 40 and 8 over the last 7 games? 6 of those games being on the road. Who else has had their team as a top 3 seed in the Western Conference while doing that? That's campaigning. And now what's going on is, again, the people who are important to this thing and they have votes, they start thinking, well, maybe I should start thinking more about Luka than I am. Maybe I should start thinking about Wemby more than I am. And then it becomes a different conversation as opposed to just leaving it up to them.
Well, chill. I mean,
you're muted.
Are we setting up super PACs as well? Like, I don't want to turn the MVP race into who's campaigning the best. If the voters need somebody to be campaigned for, they probably shouldn't be voters. It's kind of is what it is at that point. And the fact that people are saying that, oh, you know, Wemby's number one on the MVP ladder board right now, and you know, it's been SGA versus the field for the last month and a half. So the MVP is probably SGA. I mean,
Shout out to Wemby, man, best player in the world. But the next
fact.
super chat
no playoff
is from
games played.
Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams said, as a Knicks fan, I'm concerned for us in the playoffs because there's too much inconsistencies and we are in March and I still don't know what our identity as a team is.
Your identity as a team, you are a
But what?
now that I'm
What are
thinking-
they?
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it. You're one of the better rebounding teams in the league. You are a tough-nosed defensive team, great around the rim. Your identity is your one-on-one basketball from your best player and your ability to stop plays with rebounding. That's your identity as a unit. Now, I mean, I think that there's more to the New York Knicks, but as of right now, I think that's what your identity is. Our offense is primarily from the one-on-one player that we have and our ability to stop plays as a defensive rebounding team. That's what I think we are.
Real
Was
talk,
it
do you
the
agree?
Knicks?
Yes.
Yeah, the team that you think is going to the championship out the East has no identity.
Yeah, tough loss in OKC. Played a good first half. Miles McBride went down again, just getting back. That was very unfortunate to see. I've never liked them against OKC. I told y'all I don't like them. I don't like that matchup for them. So that wasn't a surprise. But also tough loss in Charlotte, but well fought game. I'm with the Knicks, Ron. You keep trying to run me from my pick. I'm not moving off that pick. I got the Knicks.
I want you to
I
stay
know
there.
y'all. I know y'all love Boston right now. JT just had a great game in Charlotte.
Is that
Shout
the
out to
version of him that
He
you were talking
always
about
be
last
hooping
week?
You said what?
Is that the version of JT you was asking for last week?
Yeah, if they get that version of Jason Tatum, then maybe they can do something for real. Let's see if he can sustain that. Though.
Just so you know, real talk, but with the exception of last season, that one game at the end of the year when the Celtics had the 1 seed or the 2 seed? They had the 2 seed. With the exception of that one game, Jason Tatum over the last 2 years, he's averaging like 32 a game against Charlotte.
Yeah, he be cooking Charlotte.
Yeah, I was going to put that out there.
Shout out to JT. We'll talk a little bit more about that game in JT. But as of right now, the next super chat is from Taserman17. Taserman said, I want Orlando to be banished to the Shadow Realm. I want them to be destroyed by every root and stem. Our best player has no championship intangibles, and the coach is trash. I mean, terrible. SMFH next season.
Well, you don't care about next season because you want them to be gone, so you ain't gonna have a team. So why you care? You expect this group to be gone anyways. Not just this group, Orlando. You expect them to be gone. So hey, yep.
Well, why would they break up a team just for losing to Magic Johnson? Y'all didn't know that Scotty's Magic Johnson now?
I did know that. Yes, I did know that. Not your opinion, Paul. That is a fact. Yes.
What's the shame in losing to Magic Johnson? I don't get it.
No, it really isn't. No,
No shame in losing to Magic.
But losing by 50 might be a bigger issue than just losing. So I get it. Yeah, I do get that. I had high expectations for Orlando before the season started. I think I had them third in the East before the season started. Yeah, I had them third in the East, and yeah, that didn't work out. Not at all.
Yeah, man. The Magic are disgusting right now. But we'll see. Franz is coming back, so maybe everything changes. Maybe everything gets better. We'll just have to see. Playoffs in 2 weeks, though, so they better get it together, and they better get it together soon. Blackest Panther sent through a $10 super chat and said, who's a better third option? At $50 million, PG-13 versus LeGoat. Swiper should be thanking Allah that Embiid's knees are future. Ghana Jollof over Ghana Jollof over Nigerian Jollof. Shout out to Scotty Bums in Pennzell, Washington.
I'm taking LeBron. It's gonna be healthy, and Embiid's need our future. Don't know what that means, but assalamu alaikum to you. And Ghana or Nigerian? Well, I'm probably taking Nigerian.
Tell the truth.
More familiar with Nigerian jollof, and then Scotty was very good.
Can I eat it with a fork?
You can if you want.
That's all I want to know.
Can I eat it with a fork?
So, I can't.
I got 2 forks right here. That's what I'm gonna eat it with.
A lot of culture to eat with their hands. I mean, we do too here. We just only burgers and hot dogs and glizzies, as you call them. Pizza. But we somehow look down, or some people look down at other
sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm not looking. Not
you.
Yeah, I'm not
Not
looking
you.
down.
Never.
I just can't do that.
Mars, I was 16 years old. The first time I had a steak, and I went into the place, and the steak is in front of me, and I picked it up with my hands, and my uncle about smacked me in the back of my head.
16?
I was 16 years old. I never had a steak before. I don't know how you.
How did you eat? So you thought it was like chicken?
Yes, that's exactly what I thought it was like.
Oh yeah, you eat chicken.
What about? Wait, hold on. Wait, no, Ron. Meatloaf? Did you eat meatloaf with a fork or your hands?
We ate meatloaf with a fork. Yeah.
Okay. What about lamb chops? Do you have lamb chops growing up?
No.
Pork chops.
Yeah, we eat pork chops with your hands too. Yeah.
You eat pork chops with your
You
hands?
had lamb chops growing up as a child?
Can you believe that? Real talk.
I come from a cooking. My dad was the.
You're
oldest.
privileged.
No, my father was the oldest of 6. My
it's fine.
Lamb chop. My family was caterers and stuff like that, so I grew up like eating. I grew up around food.
And if you did grow up eating lamb chops, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
The lamb chops aren't even that good. Like it's so overrated. Steak. It goes steak.
I like lamb chops.
Steak,
lamb chops go
lamb
crazy.
chops, and then pork chops at the bottom on the ground somewhere. Like pork chops are disgusting.
I mean,
they're disgusting, bro. And they're also they're tough. Like I hate pork chops. I always hated pork chops.
Where they come from is disgusting, but shit. I haven't had a pork chop in a long time. I can't remember the last time, but
I miss pork chops.
That's what I'm saying, Ox.
Would you have that meatloaf or pork chops?
Pork chops.
What pork chops? 100%.
I might rather meatloaf, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
But Swipe, y'all didn't eat meatloaf with your hands? So nobody's ever done that?
No.
Wow, come on, bro.
No.
Meatloaf is like it's like a how would you describe it? Real talk, like a patty, like a cake.
Yeah, it's like a patty. It's like a patty.
Y'all.
Or it's like a meat, like an actual meat pie. Would you pick up a meat pie and then like just
Well, you
eat
cut
it?
it in slices though. It's not like you eat it.
I know,
all
but
in one
Ron, would you eat a meat pie with your hands?
Y'all too neat for me.
Okay, but then there's Italian food. There's calzones. You eat calzones with your hands.
I'm up here with a bunch of neat niggas. Look. Especially you.
As
Wait,
you
how do you
saying,
wait? Hold on, Ron.
Ron snatching the meatloaf, dipping it in the mashed potatoes, licking his fingers.
No, that's disgusting.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at. You got to swirl it in
How
there.
do you eat
Well,
hot
shit.
sauce
Well, swipe it. How was that? Wait a second, swipe it. Hold on. How was that disgusting? But it's not disgusting to dip the sticky, gooey, the Nigerian food stuff we was just talking about with the rice and all that. How was that? How was
Brother,
that not
for me,
disgusting? But this
meatloaf
is
and
disgusting.
rice is not. I don't want meatloaf and rice together, and I'm not mixing it because meatloaf is.
Well, no,
it's like
you
ground.
don't eat meatloaf with rice. You eat meatloaf with mashed potatoes and peas and corn and stuff.
That's
right?
a lot of like. That's too much for me, bro. That's a lot of.
All
like,
right, well, just you don't got to have all of that, Swipe. But what I'm saying is this: when I asked you about the eating the rice, the rice and stuff with your fingers, and then what's the gooey brown stuff or the gooey green stuff? What's that? I thought you was not.
You're talking about when they eat fufu?
Fufu.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, that's what it is. Fufu. So how is so?
Green.
Yeah,
Well, it's brown. It's brown. It's brown, right?
What?
Yeah, what fufu you eat?
It's
brown. It's
a
brown, right?
doughy kind of.
The gooey greens. I thought it was about okra or agusi. I thought it was
No,
Yeah,
not
he's talking
okra,
about
not
that.
okra.
But I
not
know what
talking
he's talking about. He's talking about when
okay,
they
so-
dip it with the fufu. I know
Right.
that's
So
what
okay.
he's
So
talking about.
how was dipping the in the fufu? How is that not nasty? But dipping the meatloaf in mashed potatoes is nasty.
Because fufu's more like, think of fufu more as a bread, if you will, that you
It's gooey.
but you dip it in. It's used to transport food. Okay, I don't know.
Mashed potatoes is too. Look, you take a little bit of the mac and cheese,
They're
and
not.
then you
Mac
take a
and
little bit of the mashed potatoes, and then you make a meatloaf
Violation.
sandwich.
Violation.
I'm so lost.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Did you say you
What
mix
is happening right now?
mac and cheese and potatoes?
You don't do that. You don't do that on like Thanksgiving.
No.
You see, y'all gotta learn how to eat. Well,
See what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm up here with a bunch of neat niggas, but
Mashed
I gotta
potatoes and mac and cheese on the same fork.
swipe up.
Yes,
I know you.
it's all going in the same
no.
place.
You be at the Thanksgiving table ruining everybody's day. That's what you be doing. Your
No,
guts be
no.
on fire,
Hey,
bro.
you
No
be at the
way.
Thanksgiving table just eating with a fork with a big spoon directly in the can of cranberry sauce. Just eating it like this.
Swipe it.
Hey,
Swipe it at cousin at the table. They'll be like, man, you can't eat like that. Man, watch your plate. You know,
Wait,
let me
hold
eat.
on. But Ox, I eat in sections, so like I don't.
Oh, your food can't touch.
No, I just don't. I just eat one.
You got to grow up, bro. You got to grow up.
That's how I eat. Like first, I'll save my favorite for the end. So mac and cheese is the last thing I'll eat, and then like when you go to Asian food, I'll eat my meat. Like I'll eat the meat and the rice together, and then I'll save some meat for at the end.
That's right, Swipe. You don't mix your Chipotle bowls. That's right. You eat.
No,
like
I do.
in
I
section.
do. I do. It's Chipotle.
Oh, that wasn't you?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Because I hate that when people eat that Chipotle bowl like just perfect and like man, you better mix that.
Ron,
shit.
you really
better
mix
work.
mac and cheese and your potatoes?
That is so you've never ever.
No, Ron.
I've never thought about it. They have gravy. So with gravy in it, you'll mix that with your mac and cheese?
Do you know how much better the gravy makes the mac and cheese? Swipe?
No, brother. No.
Look, Swipe. This is the thing. I don't.
Y'all gotta learn to
I don't-
live. But
I don't-
you'll skydive. You will skydive, but you're scared to mix a little mac and cheese with a little potatoes and a little bit of sweet candy yams.
maybe these are health choices.
Oh,
also
with the
that are-
yams too.
These are health choices that are coming out. Real talk. He probably doesn't have all of his his taste buds from past decisions. Therefore, that tastes good to you. I have all my taste buds. I do not want to mix gravy with potatoes and mac and cheese with 5 cheeses on it. That's far too much. But look,
Swipe it.
Ron, chat know I'm
not-
cooking.
that you had
Swipe it, but
something
you don't-
in your
you don't
mouth
mix it.
that would burn off taste buds.
You don't gotta mix it all. You don't gotta mix it all together though, Swipe. I'm talking about like for me, like I'll take take my fork, get some mac and cheese, maybe get some yams on.
No,
that,
hold on.
Dip
Bell
it,
Bell
hit it,
said
get
this.
some greens on it,
This
you know
can
what I'm saying?
work. This works. Mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes, so that is wild. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
It's
potatoes.
potatoes.
Matter of fact, no, wait.
Are you guys being serious? It's
what about
potatoes.
what about your bread? You don't
Potatoes. Potatoes are the most. What could you say? Transportable? Yeah,
No,
hey,
they're
Morris,
not.
you know how players are
They're the
transportable.
Kevin Durant. They're the Kevin Durant. They're the
Yes,
Kevin Durant.
potatoes literally are the most transportable food.
They can play with
Potatoes are
anybody.
very similar to
Bruh,
bread.
My
Like,
bread
can go
is
with
for the
anything.
mashed potatoes. My bread
Yeah,
goes in there.
Bread. You put your mashed potatoes on bread. See,
It's
now
better
you
than
tripping.
mac and cheese. Like
Nah,
not even
you
close. A
tripping.
roll,
You tripping.
a sweet honey roll.
Yeah, you don't put what I mean. You can, but like that's for that to be the one that you going with. Like,
I'm saying that's better than what he's
Wait,
talking about.
wait. Okay, so you got your cereals. What cereals do you consider your base cereals, and what cereals are your mixer cereals?
Well, no. First off, I don't eat cold cereal anymore. But that's
Okay,
for
we're not
health
anymore. I'm
reasons.
talking about growing up.
Okay, well, I don't. Why would I mix cereal? I had cinnamon toast crunch, cookie crisp.
Why would you mix
waffle crisp?
You didn't mix your cereals?
With what?
I didn't mix cereals either.
Wait. What's a good mix? Give me an idea. What's a good
I
mix?
haven't done that, but I'm actually mad I didn't do that.
So you got
me,
you got
me and
base,
my
you
son
got
finna
base
go on
cereals.
with cereals this
Your
summer.
your base cereals are your cornflakes, your Cheerios, stuff like that. Those are your base cereals. Your
said
mixers,
Cheerios?
Yeah, your mixers are like your Fruity Pebbles. If you like Lucky Charms, I'm not a Lucky Charms
Like
guy because I
some
don't like the
seasoning.
marshmallows. You know what I'm saying? Those types are your mixers. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have your base cereals and your mixer cereals. And,
But
the
I like
thing is, you got
cinnamon
to
toast
do it
crunch
right.
and waffle crisp though. Those are my go-to, so I didn't need to mix anything with
So,
those.
but in order to do that, you got to have like those things that you pour your cereal in. Because my mom wouldn't let us open multiple cereals at once. Like you got to eat this one first and then go to this one. So we had to start buying those things that you.
That's why I
Containers.
never mixed cereal.
Yeah, what you laughing at? That
Yeah.
shit was crazy. I
Wait,
still got
what did you
PTSD
put? What
about
kind of
that
milk
type
did you use growing up?
When I was young, I used the type of milk my mama bought, like regular
Yeah,
milk.
2% or whole milk.
I don't know, milk.
We had 2% growing up the whole time. So like I'm saying that like I had to use milk.
Before the age of-
Y'all were drinking 2% milk the whole time.
Well, that's it. I mean, we
I
didn't.
don't know.
You
By
were
the-
also As they also
I have
prepared
no idea.
your supper.
But like until I was like in my early 20s, I didn't pay attention to what type of milk. Like I was just drinking whatever the milk was.
Do you still drink cow milk to this day?
No, absolutely not.
I stopped drinking cow milk like 10 years ago, y'all. I've been drinking cow milk.
I just had a glass this morning. See,
I'm
that's
sure
why
you
you're
did.
so fragile. Look at you. Look at you. You got that big ass. You got that big ass skull that'll crack in any second.
No, I drink almond milk.
Well, we're
and
not
soup
supposed
milk.
to drink cow milk. We're not cows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not your mom, not your milk. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, and just for the chat, just so y'all understand, I stopped getting cold. I used to get colds almost every year. I stopped drinking cow milk.
When you stop kissing them nasty girls, I'm trying to tell you, stop kissing random
That's what I was
girls.
about to say.
What's wrong with
I get my
kissing
milk
random
from
women?
other
Love is
sources.
love.
That's
Love is love.
ridiculous. Swipe it. No, that's not love.
Wait,
That's
matter of fact,
nasty.
if you go to Brazil right now, by the way, just so y'all know, if you go to Brazil and then you go to they have these like there are these
kissing
big
girls
walks
in
and stuff.
Brazil? Oh.
Brazilian culture, by the way, Brazilian culture, people kiss when they meet. So I just want y'all to know that in some cultures, people do
They
this.
kiss
So
like
for
on
some
the
of you
cheek,
super
like-
freaks out there,
Where's my
fraud,
passport? Where is my passport? Where is it?
Slap. You're supposed to do like this. That's a cheek peck. That's not kissing, bro.
that's not what Ron's looking for.
No, but that's what you're talking about.
That's an expired passport, by the way.
Passaporte? Yes, sir. Hey, Swiper, text me the region and all of that. But I'm sorry, Chill, for the excursion. We're back on the train tracks. The Godfather 651 said, Sarah MFing Strong, best player in the country. Also, Ox, you think TCU can upset South Carolina?
I don't think TCU can upset South Carolina. I think that TCU can play with them. I am actually kind of not questioning because I don't like to question these high level coaches. I do like to try to understand what their thought process is. But when you have Sarah Strong get that third foul with 6 minutes left in the third quarter, why are you not attacking her and putting her in every action with Hannah Hidalgo? Because first of all, I think Yukon was playing really good defense yesterday anyway. But like that, I think that would soften up the defense if then I can get Sarah Strong into these actions. Sarah Strong has to still continue to play defense, but she has to play conservative style of defense with 3 fouls that early into the third. That's what I'm thinking. And then when she gets the fourth foul with 8 minutes left in the game, by this time it's already like a 14-point game. But why are we not picking on her? Those are the type of questions I'm curious to know, because Coach Ivy, she's a great coach. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of wondering, like, I know they didn't put her in any of the actions. They were like, it was already pretty hard on Hannah. She was trying to do everything. And I don't know. I'm just curious about that.
Ron, can you read?
Hey, but in
Huncho's
other news,
super
those
chat? Can you do that?
Madison Booker does play tonight. So yeah, I'll turn your TV on.
She does. Can you read Huncho?
Also,
Luncho super chat?
Huncho has this thing where he comes here specifically for me because he thinks that he owns me. Meanwhile, he sits behind his computer screen all day long. So apparently, like he's calling me out and he's got it in for me. Like it's another gotcha moment with Huncho. So can you read Luncho's super chat? Yeah, because he's got another gotcha moment.
Let me go ahead and cue this up from Bandit Huncho, aka Bandit Luncho, sent through a super chat, and Luncho said, "No, Chill. You didn't say last season he was the best defender in the league. Talking about Evan Mobley. You said it on November 28th. So act your age and quit lying."
Like listen to that, Moss. Like imagine you said this on this day at this time in front of these people, and this is the clothes that you had on. This is exactly what you said.
It's a show.
Luncho, I love your dedication, brother. I love the fact that I can influence you that much. I love the fact that you think about me as much as you do to do stuff like that, brother. I love you for sending in
all the time, by the way.
super chats to do that. I love the fact that you do that, my man. Absolutely. No doubt.
I
Yo,
tell you the date.
shout out to Luncho. Let me give Luncho. Let me definitely give Luncho.
Hey, Luncho, thanks for being a great fan, Luncho.
Yeah,
Thanks for being a great fan of the show.
Big lunch.
This means a lot.
Definitely big up Luncho. Absolutely.
The big lunch.
Absolutely. Big up Luncho. Yes, sir.
My dog lunch pail.
Even though going into the season, I did say that about Wendy. Yes. I'm sorry. Evan Mobley. I'm sorry that I thought that the defensive player of the year was the best defensive player in the league. I already thought that about him anyway. The fact that he won it, that didn't just do anything for me. But I already felt like that about him anyway. And I thought he was the best defensive player in the league. And now in March, since I've seen Wemby, things have changed. Absolutely. We've got new information. Wemby is better Wemby is better today. But going into the season, last season, I said that Evan Mobley was the best defensive player in the game. But Luncho, I appreciate you, brother. Absolutely. Keep sending in super chats. Keep stalking me. Keep holding me accountable. Keep making sure that everything that I say, you hold it up there.
Yeah, to be fair, you did
everybody.
say it this
Make
season,
sure.
a month into the year. So
Yeah, make sure that you do that. And that was also because
Wemby was a better defender than Mobley as a rookie. I just think we should.
Yeah.
Sure, you were just slower to come around on Wemby, but I get
I'm
it.
around. I'm here now. Yes, sir. I'm definitely
Thank
here
you,
now.
Luncho, for holding us all accountable.
Thank you, Luncho. I appreciate it that everything that I say that you listen to. Make sure I appreciate that every time I say something, you go back and rewind the tape. I appreciate the fact that every time, everything, not some things, but everything that comes out of my mouth, you listen to it. Thank you for being here, brother. I'm glad I'm doing something right. I love it.
I already know. Real talk. A younger Chill back in the day when he was less mature and more on edge. You already know he was talking to everybody crazy. If need be. Chill will definitely. He will check you in a minute if need be. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you.
Spanish Jose TV has a super chat and a question.
Oh,
Spanish Jose said, "What do you guys think about the Iceman trademark beef between George Gervin and Caleb Williams? They both recently filed for the patent. Big deal or no big deal? This is football Caleb Williams?
Yeah, this is Caleb Williams from the Chicago Bears with 2 years into his career. Mars doesn't care anything about this at all. And I know Mars is like, whatever. I'm sorry, bro. Chill. I do think there's something. It's George Gervin, dog. What do you mean you're taking my name? What is
It's like taking Dr. J's name. Like it's Doc. We all know who Dr. J is.
Man, it's
Everybody
business.
knows
Why George Gervin wait until 2026 to do this?
I hear you. No, I hear you.
That's crazy.
This is fair game. And on top of that, George Gervin in his 80s, man, you might as well let that young man have that.
For real.
Nah, because I don't want to hear nothing about no respect to legends now. You know what I'm saying? If you can go out there and get 83, if you can go out there and get Iceman as your name, hey, yeah, it is what it is.
Oh man, you are disgusting.
It is what it is. Caleb, I'm hoping you win, pal. I'm hoping you win the patent.
That's nothing but spite and hate. That's not from the Lord. That is not from the Lord that you just heard on Real Talk Mouth. It does not mean that.
Those are completely different things. Like
Kobe couldn't. Who cares about respect to legends? Who cares?
Kobe couldn't copyright scoring more than 81. So those are completely different things. It's not like he can go to court and be like, hey, nobody can ever score more than this.
But you do realize that him patenting this name, like he's got to be that. Like to be
Iceman?
To be called the Iceman.
Bro, he's been in the league for 2 years.
Yeah, he's got to be
for most of his career, and then he has some game-winning drives. He has 7 of them last year. Shut up, man. Yeah, I personally just wouldn't have done that.
Aren't there only 17 games?
That's it.
Yeah, but like he had 7 this last year, but that's because he was
42% of his games.
No, but he was bad. He was bad because he had to get game-winning drive because he was bad, and then he was terrible in the playoffs. Horrible. Had 5 interceptions and 3 touchdowns. He had 5 interceptions and 3 touchdowns. We don't do that with anybody else. Nobody else would get that bail. 5 interceptions and 3 touchdowns.
He had a solid game, though.
No, he didn't. He was bad in that game too.
I think you're being a little harsh on the young fella.
I'm not being harsh on anything.
I like Caleb Williams. I think he's gonna have a good career. I think he's just getting warmed up.
Look at K-Dot. He had clutch free throws, and now he's Iceman.
Hey, but then also too though, it don't matter the name. Like if you see a name that's available that you could profit on, he's being a good businessman.
That's crazy.
George Gervin, no, it's not. George Gervin should have had all his ducks in a row. He should have had his affairs taken care of.
Nobody thinks that anybody's gonna.
Hey, look, if I could go file for
trademark and nickname.
Yeah, everybody know who the Iceman is. What the?
So does this mean in theory George Gervin couldn't go by Iceman anymore?
That's
like
exactly
if I went up to him and was like, "Oh, look, it's the Iceman," do I get sued? Like,
no, it's not that. He can't profit off of it. He can't profit off of it.
He's making money off his name. He still is to this day.
Gonna be known as that.
Well, but Swiper, if that okay, so where is George Gervin's agents, lawyers, and managers to let him know? Back when he started making money off the Iceman name, that you have to file proper paperwork. I
agree, but he's an old head too. I'm chill.
No, because lawyers been doing this shit before this stuff before Gervin was who he was. So that's not an excuse.
I hear you.
That's
I'm
not
with you,
an
brother.
excuse.
I'm with you, bro. But I'm saying at the same time, he's an elder, bro.
So what? What I'm saying is business been business since it's been business, right?
It has been.
There's been lawyers like it's like nobody exploited him. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't take care of his business. If somebody lied to him and said that, hey, we filed this for you. If he has a lawyer that said, hey, we filed this for you, and they in turn actually didn't do it, that's one thing. But for you just to think that you could just go around forever and do it, and on top of that, is he only making a big deal about this because he found out Caleb was trying to do it? Now he's like, wait, hold on, he could do that? Like, bro, you got to take care of your business. On top of that, like I said, man, how old is George Gervin?
I don't know, bro, but why does that
70
matter?
something?
So,
well, Swiper, you know why that matters.
That doesn't matter.
Like, I'm just saying, come on, bro.
But even Ox, what you're trying to do?
Taylor Williams only go away.
Chill, do you own, man? I'll tell you this right now. I'm about to buy Big Ox.
Yeah, I'm with you on that shit. Wait a couple years, it'll be free. Don't worry, it'll be free.
Mars, y'all better have y'all ducks in a row because one day, again, when PC blows up, y'all gonna come to me. I'm gonna say I want 10G for all y'all names, everybody's names. It's all
10,000
on the open.
Oh, that's
out
it.
In the open. No, but chill. To be fair,
that's it.
There's a lot of people that make their money.
It's worth more than that, Swiper.
They make their money doing exactly this. They buy copyrights, they buy trademarks, and then when companies get bigger, like Google, not like Google, but just using Google example, they will then have to buy their name for tens of thousands of dollars based on the value of the company to get the name back. So a lot of people, this is what they do every single day. Every day they do.
All right, my thing is, if you don't want to pay it, then change your name.
Ice hasn't played in the NBA in over 40 years. That's number one. Number two, there's things that are sacred. And I appreciate business, Ox. I do. I appreciate business. But there are things that are sacred, and there are things that you just don't do. We all know who Iceman is. Caleb Williams will not be the Iceman.
With 83,
he will not be the Iceman. Never. Even if he did, copyright that name. He will never be the Iceman.
Is the Black Mama Incorporated?
Almost positive it is. I'm 99.99999% sure.
You better go to the American Trademark right now and make sure.
Even if it
wait, chill. I got something for your ass right here. I got something for you right here. Now you want to play this role, huh? Okay.
When did we become so high and mighty when it comes to sports? When did we start doing it? There's a phrase that's been coined because of sports. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now we getting high. Now we all high and mighty. But when it come to the Iceman, we gotta chill. Oh hell no. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Oh,
Sure, I think we should leave the show and start our own show. We're gonna have a show of integrity that respects the previous generations.
That's right. I got nothing to say to that. Because I did say that. So I'm sorry.
Shout out to the Iceman.
Hey, not sure that was biased because that's just biased to George Gervin.
That's out of context anyway. Chill, isn't it?
Well, not only is it out of context, he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything illegal. Okay, this isn't about ethics. Like, this isn't about him doing something illegal where, Iceman doesn't have the trademark and he wants to profit.
You're trying to make it a moral standing. It's like, why are you trying to take the Iceman's name when we've all accepted him as the Iceman? And Caleb Williams said, "Damn that."
I don't even know if Caleb Williams knows who George Gervin is, bro.
He probably doesn't even know.
He was born way after George Gervin.
Yeah, bro.
And he plays football. He doesn't play basketball. He plays football.
He's younger than you.
How old is he?
He's like 22, 23, 24. Well, 24 maybe. Maybe about 24.
Yeah, so we just saying stuff now. Okay.
No.
So that means Iceman just didn't have like nobody had
Caleb Williams. Caleb, you think I was born before the 18th of November 2001?
Brother, I will ban you right now. You are 28 years old. We confirmed this already.
Would that be 98? That would mean 98.
We confirmed this already.
Okay.
Mars, we have to take flights together. You know when you handed your ID to the clerk at the hotel? I saw it. I saw your ID when you handed it to the clerk at the hotel.
Shout out to Mars being almost 30 years old. I thought Mars was like
crazy.
42.
Yeah, Mars, you got a birthday
real bro.
You got a birthday coming up soon too. I can't wait to celebrate with you in Portland.
I'm turning 29 apparently.
Yeah. But all right, y'all.
I love it.
Wait, does
Who's
this
young ones?
mean
That's
does this
okay.
mean Drake has to change the title of his album? If it's going to be trademarked and patent or whatever.
Well, he got a
He can get permission.
album called Iceman.
Yeah, he was finna drop Iceman. Now,
Just drop it before the patent. For the trademark.
No, but he can get permission and get paid out to use it. That's just how that typically goes in music. But I mean, sure, you can't use the Iceman. Iceman's a dumb name for an album. By the
No,
way.
you can make an album.
it's not.
So I wouldn't be able to drop an album called The Black Mamba.
Probably not. You probably have to get permission because
Yeah,
I can
probably
go. I can
not.
go to you and sue you. You have to get permission from me. It's my name.
So if the name, let's just say, for instance, I don't know, let's just say Black and White. Let's say somebody had the words Black and White trademarked. If I dropped the album called Black and White,
It depends on how in the system.
You have to give them a
You gotta spell
percentage of
it.
the.
No, Ron,
Yeah.
you spell it BLAKK and then WHYTE. Just spell it good.
Black and White.
Precise.
Got you. Okay.
There's also a store called Black and White, by the way. So
Hoops Never Stop said NCAA Women's Tournament has been the best hoops this last month. I got South Carolina winning, but women's basketball is in good hands. So much talent in that tournament.
I love that chick, Joyce Edwards. I love everything about her. Super dope athlete, money mid-range game. And she look like she's from my neighborhood. She just look like a baller. I love her, absolutely. I do love her.
Yeah, South Carolina, they are about to handle TCU, and Olivia Miles is going to get what she deserves. Because if Olivia Miles would have stayed in Notre Dame would be in the Final Four right now. But shout out to Hannah. You know, she broke a lot of records.
Her own business as the best player in the country.
And her business is going to get shut down today.
Okay, we'll see.
Hey,
I'm never counting out Olivia
her
Miles.
trademark is about to get shut down today, all right?
Nah.
I was watching. You ever seen a team warm up and like you really excited about that team? I was watching Oklahoma warm up. I was like, all right, yo, look like we got some action. I'm talking about South Carolina dump truck them. They ran them over, just completely blitzed them.
You know, Ron, but you know what though? Because I'm with you on that real talk. I'm on the side of Olivia. You know, they shouldn't have tried to get that little girl her team just because she got hurt. Try to hand.
So you're not playing
my team over.
So you're not playing
her my team.
You're not playing. I step in as a freshman. I get ACC Freshman of the Year. I lead the team in scoring. I lead the team in steals. I lead the team in assists. I'm balling out. You're not, mind you, you're not even here. You're on the bench with a bum knee. So I'm supposed to just come and just, Olivia's going to be here next year. So I'm just going. In the next year,
like this is you. Next year at USC, Jazzy Davidson is going.
Jazzy Davidson better. No, Jazzy Davidson better. She better hoop to the best of her capabilities. And if that happens to be better than Juju, then she's better than Juju.
Hannah not better than Olivia.
You guys are out of your mind.
But look, this is
you guys are out of. All right, look. Check this out. I just broke the ACC single season scoring record. I broke the NCAA all-time steals record as a junior. I just broke the NCAA tournament record for all-time steals. The most steals in the NCAA tournament, and we only went to the Elite Eight. We didn't even go to the Final Four or the championship game. Oh, you know what else? Most steals in the game. You know what else? I was ACC Defensive Player of the Year and ACC Player of the Year. You know what else? You know what else? I was top 3 in the nation in scoring as well as leading the nation in assists. You know what else? I was top 15 in assists. Olivia Miles can't tie that girl's shoes, and that's why she left the program and Hannah didn't leave the program.
Ron, we understand.
We talking about basketball players, not stats.
Do
you guys watch the games?
Yeah, Olivia Miles.
Do you guys? Hey, Swiper. Do you know quite literally what it's like when I don't even have to talk about Hannah's buckets? I don't even want to talk about offense. I just want to talk about defense. Swiper, what is it like when you literally can't pass to one side of the field? Like when you have a cornerback that literally shuts one side of the field off. When it comes to Hannah, you can't even run offense on the side of the court that she's on because she's going to blow the play up. Did you guys see what she did to Vanderbilt? When she had 31 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and 10 steals. Them girls couldn't even dribble the ball up the court. They couldn't dribble on her side of the court.
Just listen, hold on, bro. Hold on. Calm
Listen
down.
to what?
Because calm down. First of all, relax. She wasn't locking Michaela. She was playing good defense, right? But she wasn't the one locking Michaela. Michaela was missing shots. What I want
I never said she locked Michaela.
I
said what she did to the whole team. The whole team.
I know you didn't say that. And that's even more so my point. What Hannah does a lot of times, I'd never like to use the word inflated or empty because it's not that. She's doing.
Here you go with the Russell
Right,
Westbrook stuff. Let me guess, it's not impressive. Let me guess, it's not impressive.
No, that's not.
Let me guess, it's elementary.
I'm not gonna do this with you today.
No, because you'll downplay anything.
I'm not downplaying
anything.
That's not even what I'm doing. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that all that stuff you're yelling out about. Oh, she did this, she did that. That's not even on the court. Why Olivia's stats might not always look like that, even though Olivia is a stat buster as well. There's a different style of play where you can have somebody in the game, and you know this. Somebody can go for 25, 11, and 6, and somebody else on the court can have 17, 5, and 5, and the person that had 17, 5, and 5 actually played better basketball than the person with the higher stats. And it's a lot of that is what I'm saying in the particular game against Vanderbilt. The reason Vanderbilt lost the game is because Michaela was missing shots. Aubrey was actually going band for band with Hannah.
Aubrey was getting ripped. She got ripped the very first play of the game. She got ripped the very first play of the game and was getting heckled for the rest of the game.
And was she not going band for band with her?
She wasn't going band for band, but she got busy though.
Did she not have 25? Did she not have 25?
No, she got busy. She for sure got busy.
Okay,
but she was out there getting ripped.
Okay,
what am I saying? I'm saying what I'm saying.
My point is if Hannah had to do all that defense against the SEC Freshman of the Year, and the SEC Freshman of the Year still had 25 points, but the best player on that team went 0 for 50, what she go 2 for 15 in the first half. That had nothing to do with Hannah. It did have something to do with Hannah. So she was ripping. She was ripping Aubrey all game and Gordon and Michaela. You just had to watch. Reasonable, right?
Well,
now,
how am I not being reasonable?
Because
I'm saying it's a team defense. The way a team defense is constructed is if I beat you, I help, or if you dribble by me, I reach. Things like that. Hannah disrupting the flow of their offense is part of the reason why Michaela wasn't able to get it going. And she guarded her on some possessions.
On some possessions, she did guard her. But even if you watch like yesterday's game against Yukon, Hannah she out there trying to carry. It's like, yo, if you just play basketball and stop trying to. If you
look who she's playing with.
Oh, so now all right,
bro. By far.
Yes, Yukon has a better overall team. Yes,
I'm talking. Yes. If we're going all college stars and. I even say Michaela too, Michaela Blakes. If we're going all college stars, all these stars have better teams than Hannah, including Olivia Miles. She has a better team than Notre Dame. They all have better teams. So Hannah has to carry. She got to carry on offense and she got to carry on defense.
Got it,
Olivia better. That's all I know.
You got it, right.
Hannah's dope though. Hannah's dope, but.
And you know what's funny? Y'all gonna get a chance to watch it one more time next year. And I promise you by the end of next year, y'all will probably feel a little different.
They don't got no action next year. These teams are going to be next year.
You never know with the transfer portal and all of that stuff. You never know. But
don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Hannah get up out of there too.
Hey, do what you got to do. But with that being said, though, real talk with Olivia Miles, the Storm have the number 3 pick in the draft, and I would love nothing more for Olivia Miles to be our future starting point guard.
Nah, you don't. You already don't appreciate it. So,
well, real talk. That's what they got her going in the mock. They got Olivia going to Seattle in the mock draft.
Y'all don't deserve her. That's fine. Whatever.
Well,
y'all
Houston
already have
deserves
Skylar
her
though.
Yeah. Okay. Skylar can move to the 2. Skylar want to score. Skylar don't want to pass like that. She wants to score.
I mean, she's better than Skylar. But I'm just saying.
Now she's better than Skylar.
She's gonna be better than Skylar Diggins.
Not yet. Not yet.
But I show Olivia a lot of love. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, like, even earlier this season, like, you could go on my Twitter and see this. Like, I've called her the female Magic Johnson. Like I love Olivia Miles.
That's a disrespect. That's disrespectful to Olivia.
Or is that disrespectful to
All right,
Scotty
bro.
Barnes?
All right. I'm sorry. I can't take that. No, I can't take it.
Damn, real talk. You got a pod from the back. But, all right, y'all. DSG Piccolo sent through another super chat and said, bro got the steal and just ripped that three. You could hear that bitch echo. Hurley is insane for going head-to-head with the ref. Glad he didn't get teed up, but he definitely should have been teed up.
Love that. Love that.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised
if
they did give him a Tito chill.
I thought the game was over. I think he thought the game was over. Knowing him, I think he thought the game was over.
I mean, it basically was.
Yeah, that's why I think he did that, because I think he thought the game was over.
and then he had the jacket looking. What's that called? That's a halter top with your shoulders out. No, that's what those are.
I don't know, brother. He just had this jacket just like this. He was
the crop is up here. Yeah, that's a whole. He had his jacket all hanging off. Man, that was insane. Gotta love it.
All right, fellas, we got a $19.99 super chat that just got sent through from Isaiah Evans. Isaiah said his best shooter is Rui. His only consistent defender is Smart. We just started running zones consistently 15 games ago. Luka is maxing out his situation. He has no shooters or defenders and is carrying us to a 3 seed.
Luka hasn't been amazing lately. He's been the best player in the NBA in 2026.
Has he?
Yeah, he has been, actually. Playing the best defense of his career as well. Yeah, I can't wait for the play. If he enters the playoffs in this kind of rhythm, you know, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
You do have 3 20-a-game guys on your crew, though.
Yeah, salute to Fast Break James and Second Half Austin.
Yes, sir.
Salute to
Shout out to
I'm
him.
still mind blown by the fact that James lead the league in transition points at 57 years old. I think that's super dope.
That boy
Super
at
dope.
what?
Man.
Yes, sir.
You said 57 years old?
At 57 years old, he still lead the league in transition points. Yes, sir. I think that's dope.
Shout out, bro,
Yes,
man.
sir. Absolutely.
K Spiffy said Luka with Kawhi defense or Wemby with Giannis rim run. Sidebar: Spurs might get 60 wins. God bless the panel. Definitely, God bless the panel. Who
This
are you
the kind
guys
of stuff
taking?
right
Luka
here.
with Kawhi or Wemby with Giannis rim running?
So
This is the kind of stuff right
Luka
here.
with worse defense than LeBron. So he's just the worst LeBron. Man. That's all I'm hearing. He's just the worst LeBron James.
Sounds like he's
So
still
I
awesome, though.
guess.
That's what it sounds
Yeah, it's not like
like.
he's cool. He's just no
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Sounds like
Whereas
he's awesome.
Wemby getting downhill like Giannis might actually be better than Bron. So you know.
Wemby run pretty good anyway. I mean, but that super chat is another representation of creating the perfect basketball player. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give this guy a world-class offense and give him a world-class defense and put him up against somebody else. Who are you taking? Why would I take anybody else? This is the perfect basketball player. I can't.
Yeah, give me Luka with Kawhi defense. Hey, yeah. Come on, man. That's the
Wemby
goal.
with Giannis rim run. Are you not understanding what that means?
Give me Luka with Kawhi defense.
Wemby would average like 40.
Yeah, he would be so clear in the way the best
Because you gotta remember, he getting downhill like Giannis. He shoot 85% from the line.
and he shoot threes.
No, he's
And
not
he can
getting
make
downhill.
and he
No,
can make jumpers. Like what
He's
we
not-
talking about?
but he's not getting downhill like Giannis. He's just rim running like Giannis. That's not to say that I got the ball and I'm getting to the rim. Like I'm just rim running. That's all he said. Rim running like Giannis. Well, if he's
Yes, he
rim
was
running
talking
like
about
Giannis,
Wemby rim runs better than Giannis right now.
that's what I thought. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
He was obviously talking about his slashing.
Yeah, I'm assuming that, but the thing about it is, like, I don't know how much I could trust that with the way Wemby already likes to shoot. Because I think Wemby can get downhill as is. Like, if Wemby wanted to put his head down and, like, try to force his way to the rim, but he just doesn't do that as is. So I don't know if he would even do that with Giannis rim running abilities. But
No, he can't already. No, he can't already drive like Giannis. And
I'm
just
not. I never said he could drive like
Someone
Giannis. I said he could.
Yeah.
he-
Ron
he
said
could
that.
get.
Ron says words. Ron says
Yeah.
No, I'm saying he can get to the rim already. I'm saying I don't. But
not
he's
really.
still.
That handle shaky. You get up under him, he gonna pick up his dribble. Giannis, it's underrated that Giannis at 6'11" gets whatever he wants on the court. Wemby doesn't have that ability, so I don't think he runs it. I don't think he's capable of slashing like Giannis. If he was, I think he would.
I never said he's capable of slashing like Giannis. What I'm saying is he's capable of getting downhill right now, and he still relies on his jumper. And I think a reason why he doesn't get downhill as much as he potentially could is because he has a good jump shot. So I'm saying if he did have Giannis's rim running capabilities, he's not going to do it to Giannis's extent just simply because he's probably going to shoot more. And on top of that, if he can get to the rim like that, defenses are probably going to sag off of him even more than they already do. So it's like now you're just wide open to shoot jumpers. That's the only thing I'm saying. Like well, Giannis has to get downhill because he can't really shoot like that.
Well,
All they
since he can't
created
really
was. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
Do you think that if he couldn't shoot like that, Wemby, for example, if he played closer to the basket and dominated like Chamberlain or I don't know, Shaq or something like that, do you think we'd be talking about him different in that aspect? If he wasn't shooting the jump shot and his game didn't expand beyond the 3-point line, but he was just Shaq like or Chamberlain like around the rim, like do you think we'd be talking about him like the perfect basketball player? Because that would be to his advantage, Ox, because I'm 7.5 feet tall. I'm a really good athlete at my size. I get up and down the floor with the best of them. I can run and play in transition. If he went to that strength, which I think he's doing that more this year, but if he went to that strength, do you think that we would be talking about him like we do other great players who go to their strengths, like Luka, for example?
Probably so. But like, so wait, what was it? It was Wemby with Giannis rim running, or was it? Wait, it was what was it?
It was Wemby with Giannis rim running and Luka with Leonard defense.
Right. Well, Luka would like peak Leonard defense. That's the best player ever. But we're not talking about that. Like what I'm saying is like if you got Wemby with Giannis, I would rather just have like peak Giannis with Wemby's jump shot. That's a better player.
Peak Wemby with Giannis's jump shot.
Yeah, like if we
doesn't Wemby have a better? Doesn't Wemby have a better jump shot than Giannis?
That's what he's
saying.
Saying.
That's what I'm saying. If you just give me peak Giannis and just add Wemby's jump shot, yeah, then that's a better player than Wemby right now with Giannis. Like Giannis. No, let me chill.
We actually had that conversation.
Never
about,
mind. Never mind.
Because
y'all act like Wemby better than Giannis or something. It's crazy. Man,
there are people saying that he is, Ox. There are people
tweaking.
saying that he's the best defensive player in the world, which he is, but to what extent they have him as the best player in the league right now, Ox. They say he has let me remember correctly. Steph Curry and Shaq-esque gravity.
Real talk, nobody says that, bro.
What the hell?
No, I heard it first time.
No, you didn't.
People are saying
I can assure you, I heard that.
Y'all pull up receipts on me all the time. Holy shit! Am I the only one?
Who's saying these things?
Shout out to the
well-respected ball knower in our community. What do you mean?
Nobody would say that, man. Come on.
A well-respected ball knower.
Yeah, legend of Wemby. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
You wanted me to co-sign that too, by the way.
He did.
Steph level gravity.
I have a quick question for y'all because this had came up on in the stream of mine, and I was interested just for y'all's answer. Peak for peak, just as scores. Who's better, Russell Westbrook or Bradley Beal?
I'm gonna mute my
just
mic.
scoring.
I'm gonna take Russ.
Just scoring, only scoring.
Yeah, just who's a better scorer, peak for peak, Bradley Beal.
Come on,
Russell
bro. Y'all
Westbrook?
disrespectful, bro.
I'll take Russ.
Disrespectful to who?
Oh my god.
I think that's a valid question. I'm tripping.
Man, y'all know B-Rad was that dude.
I said
I
Bradley.
knew. Yeah, I had a feeling you were saying it's disrespectful to Bradley Beal. I had a feeling you were saying.
Yo, Brad was that dude.
I think that's a valid question. I don't know. I think that's a valid question.
I mean, Russ could fill it up though. So in so many different ways. So it's not disrespectful. I shouldn't have said that. But I got Brad though.
Man, Bradley Beal can score the hell out the ball, man.
I have Brad too personally, but apparently Ox, I was like, that was an off take. If you thought Brad,
I think it's a valid opinion. I don't know which side I'd lean on. I do think it could go either way, depending on the values of the day. To be fair,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with Russ as a better like overall player. But if we're just
Yeah,
only
for
talking
sure.
about scoring the basketball, like yeah, I think I got Brad.
oh yeah, I got something since we're just talking about things that we've heard. Who's a better offensive player? Pete Klay Thompson. Current Conanipple.
No, I'm not ready to unveil that yet. To the masses.
I'm just saying, I've heard it. I'm just gonna ask the
Wait, what's the question? I'm sorry.
Pete
One more
Klay
time.
Thompson on offense or Conanipple right now? Who's a better offensive player?
Yo, real talk. What's up, bro?
What, man?
Klay Thompson.
Look,
To answer
Are
your
you
question,
all right?
Mark, I think it's Klay Thompson.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay?
look.
I think that's a
look,
good question.
The shooting gap ain't that big.
Yes, it is. What the fuck is going on
I don't
right
know
now?
if it's that big, chill. I don't know
Between
if the
Klay and Conanipple.
I don't know if it's really all that big.
happening right now?
I really don't.
God, this shit takes years.
This
off
man
my life.
Conanipple got an absolute
He has
Banger.
a burner. What are you
Banger.
talking about?
He definitely does. He
oh
definitely
my
does.
god, Conanipple.
Respect, Con. Gotta respect, Con.
Holy shit, y'all dudes is crazy.
It's okay. Give it time. Mars, I wasn't.
Okay, that
wasn't
part I
ready
can
to
get with real
debut
talk.
that
What you
yet.
just said.
I wasn't ready to debut that.
What
I'm
you
gonna
just
give it
said.
time.
Give it some time. Yes, we can have this conversation in some time. Conanipple today, with his flamer, he's got a water gun compared to Klay Thompson. Peak Klay Thompson. It's not close. It's this.
That's
All
cap.
right, so let's get to
That
the
is such
numbers.
cap.
We are talking about
Nah,
the
let's
We
get to the
have
numbers.
48 super chats. We have more important things
That's
to
great.
discuss.
That's great. Klay
The
Thompson,
immortal
from
Klay Thompson.
From 2016 to 2019, Klay Thompson shot 7.8 threes a game. Conanipple right now shoots 8. So very comparable. Conanipple is shooting 43.3% from 3. Klay Thompson shot 42% from 3.
Yep.
Very comparable.
Yep.
Conanipple is doing this not playing next to Steph Curry.
Yes, he is. That's correct.
And Draymond.
Very comparable. You know what I'm saying? Very comparable. Con might be better, man. Con might be better. You know what I'm saying? Con might be better.
What are their mid-range numbers?
Oh shit, let's look. Klay Thompson. Let's find this. Klay Thompson. From 2016 to 2019. So in 2016, he shot 42% on all his mid-range jumpers, then 45, then 48, then 45. So hovered around the mid-40s. We'll say 46% was where he frequented. Conanipple this year, 49% on all his mid-range jumpers. So higher than any of Klay Thompson's years from 2016 to 2019. So shoots better from 3 percentage-wise. And shoots better from mid-range percentage-wise.
I want to do this with a bunch of other guys.
So, shout out to Conanipple. He's a decent little player. With that being said, Klay is like clearly the better offensive player. But shout out to Conanipple.
I just know, man, this is a special draft class.
the stuff that Mars has said to me over the years in terms of like the league changing and how much different the league is today than what it was literally, what are we in 26? Like what the league was in 2022, right? What the league was in 2021, how much different the league is just within those 5 years. How much different is the league today than what it was in 2016? How much more space do we have? How much more action do we have? On top of that, like to your
Hornets
point,
have more action than the Warriors did?
no, what I'm saying is, as a third option, and I was shooting the 7 threes that I was shooting, and the open looks that I was getting, it wasn't the amount of space that it is today. It wasn't the amount. I think the action is more advanced today than what it was back then. I think that Klay Thompson, as a guy who can put the ball on the floor and pull up, just like Conanipple. But I just don't think that Conanipple has done as much in that span of time to show me that he's better than Klay Thompson off the strength of what Klay Thompson did when he did it, not just in the regular season, but also in the playoffs, not just in the playoffs, but when he did it throughout the course of the regular season. The moments that he's had, the 60, was it 57 or is it 61 on 12 dribbles, the 37 points in a quarter, and he was doing that, and again, he was doing that in a NBA that I don't think that was as athletic. I do think it was athletic. I think it was less athletic back then than it is today. I think that the spacing was a lot more today than what it was back then. I think that the offense was a lot more. I think the offense is a lot more wide open today than it is back then. And I'm not going to compare the offensive engine of Steph Curry to LaMelo Ball because I don't even think that's a conversation, if I'm being honest with you. But with that being said, the fact that Klay Thompson was so integral to that offense, even at that peak in terms of an offensive player and the gravity, like you guys talk about, that he created just as a shooter. Yeah, I don't think that him and Conanipple are even a conversation at that point. No.
All right, fellas, we're going to start running through these super chats.
Yes, sir.
The next super chat that I got for you guys is, speaking of Conanipple and the Charlotte Hornets, this super chat is from Dub Ball Out Highlights. Said, "Hey, real talk. I want to thank you for starting off your new pod with Mars with JT hate. He wouldn't have showed his ass against Charlotte without it. Also, Pat Bev said James Harden is a better scorer than Dwayne Wade. Thoughts?"
It's not JT hate. I don't hate Jason Tatum.
He loves Jason Tatum, as a matter of fact.
I just don't think we're probably going to see peak Jason Tatum this year. We'll have to see. That's excuse me. See, that's the good thing about what happens, right? The games are going to have to be played. The playoff series are going to have to be played. So we'll see what happens. That's all we can really do. I have my set of prediction on things. You have your set of predictions on things. You know, it's funny, Chill. You turn into a hater when you stop agreeing with people.
That's it. Yep.
So, it is what it is. Now, to the second part of that super chat, Dwayne Wade clears James Harden. And so
keep going. Real
talk. I don't
talk.
even know why we keep having this conversation. James Harden, from a longevity standpoint, he got it. Best player for best player, this isn't a conversation. The way that Dwayne Wade undersold as an offensive player, number one, is crazy to me. Everybody just act like, oh my goodness, Harden's offense is way up here, and Dwayne Wade is like this middling. Like, bro, Dwayne Wade was a 28 to 30 point per game scorer himself, efficiently. The best driver of the basketball as a guard, probably only under Michael Jordan, maybe peak Mike.
Better than Bryant?
Yes. He's a great pick and roll player himself. He's a great passer and playmaker himself. And then again, when we talk about the other side of the basketball, it's not even remotely close. One of the best two guard defenders of all time. So respect to James Harden. Great offensive player. Absolutely. He's not Dwayne Wade.
Did they ask as a scorer specifically in the super
No, it's a better player.
No, just player. Yeah, just player.
I don't think D Wade clears. I don't agree with Real Talk on that, but I do think D Wade gets undersold like badly by a lot of people. Although I do think James Harden is better offensively. But yeah, I think D Wade gets undersold. Like Pat Bev specifically in like that segment, he was talking about James Harden as a pick and roll player, and it's like D Wade might have been like outside of like Steve Nash and Chris Paul, the best pick and roll player in the league. Like, I don't know. The film is there. Go watch D Wade. It was
in the 2000s at their peak.
Yeah, like 09. I'm talking about like that Wade, 09, 2010. Like even it was still like similar in 06. He just had less volume. Wade. Yeah, like it was still there, and like even the mid 2000s, just he got hurt in 07 and 08 and 06, he had less usage, so he was less heliocentric. But even then, like the stuff was still there. It was just on lower volume. But once you get to like heliocentric Wade,
Williams,
yeah, he was outside of like Nash and Chris Paul, probably the best pick and roll player in the league. Like that's how good he was. And as like Real Talk said, the drive and stuff. Yeah, other than Mike, I don't know what guards you can really bring up.
Well, I mean, I think
That's
that
D-Wade.
people get slept on time passes, and I think they don't win. But I think Darren Williams definitely was in that talks from that time from 06 to
Oh, as a pick and roll player for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Yeah.
But
All right. Jason Grills, shout out my man Grillionaire. You guys see he got the wrench by his name. He's important to the Players' Choice community. Jason said, what is more important to you guys, impact or the better player? And is impact more of a team construction thing? Also, I want to shout out Drago, and I want to shout out my man Bulletproof. They had their podcast yesterday. I was in there. Grillionaire was capping. My man Bulletproof was cooking. And that was that. But what do you guys think? Impact
was Jason
or the better
Grills
player?
talking about KD? Is that what happened? Jason Grills was talking about KD?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, salute.
He was just capping. He was
Ron,
just
can you
capping.
put it back
It
up?
depends on the
Is it-
context of the
is it gone-
conversation.
Is it gone already? Okay, there it goes. Like the more impactful player is the better player. There is like there's I don't
agree with
understand
that.
I don't understand how you can have this conversation. Like if you're more impactful, that's what makes you the better player. It's like if we're talking about who can dribble around cones the best, who has the more skill. Like what you do to make your team win is what makes you better. You know what I'm saying?
I think the
Now,
second
there
part of that super chat is why I disagree. Because I think impact is team construction based. So how can I say you're more impactful if you're in a situation that maximizes your impact? The best example would be Draymond Green. His impact on Golden State is undeniable. Like, I think even you can't deny his impact on Golden State. But that doesn't mean he's better than guys who aren't providing the same level of impact.
I never tried to deny any of the impact, but I do feel like sometimes impact can be overstated. That's where it gets tricky. Like that's where the conversation about who's a better basketball player always gets tricky when we have to talk about, well, what if you put this player on this team or this player on that team. So I do think where there's a clear disparity when it comes to like skill set and what you can do on the court, but so maybe team construction, roster construction, coaching, and how to utilize players can be looked at that way. But I don't. It's for me. It's about winning the basketball game. So if what I'm doing, because so for instance, Mars, like if you got a guy that we're trying to compare with Draymond Green, right? Like so, let's just use Draymond. If we got Draymond and another guy play the same position, and we're talking about impact. Well, can your impact translate? You know what I'm saying? Like, can your impact carry everywhere? I don't think certain people like Draymond's impact carries everywhere. Like without,
Agree, but that's why he's not a better player than other people, despite providing more impact based on the team he's on. Which is why I agree with the second part, the roster construction thing. To me, a better player isn't just who has more skills. That always gets misconstrued. It's not just who has more skills, you're the better player. It's who has skills that impact the game of basketball and how do they do it. But also, it doesn't mean if you're more impactful, you're better, because you might be in a situation that maximizes your skill set and someone else isn't in a situation that maximizes their skill set. Therefore, they aren't as impactful as you, but that doesn't mean they're worse than you.
Well, yes, it does.
It's a case it means they're playing worse than you.
Right.
Like, it means they're not helping their team as much as you're helping yours. So they're playing worse than you. If you ask me who's having a better season, it will be the one who's being maximized. But that doesn't mean you are a better basketball player than me. Does that make sense?
Well, that does make sense. But that's why this conversation isn't just a simple black and white cut and dry conversation. Because to me, it's like I said a second ago, it's about your impact being able to carry, your impact being able to translate to multiple rosters, multiple teams, multiple coaches, multiple arenas, multiple everything. That's where it is for me. Like you can, if I'm a good shooter, but I can only shoot when I have another shooter with me, then your shooting's not that impactful on every team. So that's where it is for me. Like you can have I can have a situation where I think Draymond Green is better than guys that can dribble, shoot, and do other things better than him. You know what I mean? So it's just, I know I keep repeating it, but it's like the ability for your impact to translate and transfer to different rosters, different coaching styles, and different everything is how I can determine who's the better basketball player.
Mark Aguirre wasn't better than Adrian Dantley. He was more impactful and he was a better fit in Detroit than Adrian Dantley was.
Okay, so that's that example, right, you? But if we keep doing that, right? If we keep going Mark Aguirre and Adrian Dantley, right? If we keep putting them on different situations and he's still more impactful, then he's better.
I just think that when
I can agree with that. Yeah,
I just think that when we're comparing these players, we're comparing these players relative to who they are. Like, I'm not comparing Draymond Green to Karl Malone. I'm not comparing Rick Smits to Shaq. No, because they don't run the offense. Well, number one, he's an inferior player to Shaq, just like Draymond is an inferior player to Karl Malone. What I'm saying is that when we put these guys in situations where they're in the same situation, where I have the same responsibility as you do as an offensive player, I have very similar responsibility as you do as a defensive player, and I am maximizing within that system. Because again, Mars, we're talking about you being in the same situation, so that would tell me that we're maximizing you in the system, just like we're maximizing this other guy in the system. So if we're doing that, then I have to look at, okay, how much more productive are you than this guy?
Being in the same system that maximizes player A doesn't mean it also maximizes player B.
Same system isn't what I mean. Let me rephrase that, Moss. Same system, that's not what I mean. What I mean was same responsibilities. Like you are the man, this guy is the man. You might be, Draymond is in a different situation in terms of his system. We play more in a free-flowing offense. You play more of a one-on-one offense where we throw the ball to you on a box. Okay, so we're maximizing Draymond's skill as a hub, as a distributor.
Yeah, I hear you.
And now we're maximizing LaMarcus Aldridge as a box player. So who is now how are we differentiating these two? Where is it separated between these two? And I think that I think that when we put these two guys in the same situation, and this guy is doing more than this guy in his situation, I would have to look more at that guy who's doing more in his situation.
I would agree. For me, better player is about impact, and your skill set is what leads to impact. That's always how it's been to me. But to Ox's point, it's nuanced. It's not just, if you're more impactful, you're better. I think that's why I disagree with Spreadsheet FC so much, because they're hell bent on impact. And I think it negates the situation context away from certain players who might be over leveraged in a certain situation, or they might have more responsibility, which means that guys with lesser responsibility might be able to impact their team more in their area of expertise.
Also defeats the purpose of watching the sport.
For sure. But we watch the games, and I think everyone up here, regardless of what impact metric said, we all saw how impactful Alex Caruso was. Anyone who watches OKC or even Chicago, even when he was on the Lakers, anyone could watch the games and be like, yeah, Alex Caruso is supremely impactful. Anyone could watch a Celtics game or a Lakers game this year and be like, Marcus Smart is extremely impactful. You can watch a Celtics game and see Derek White is extremely impactful. But where I think it goes too far is when we're elevating complementary pieces above the focal point.
Sure. Yes.
But because the complementary pieces are there to complement the focal point.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason they're even in a position to do that is because the focal point allows them to be maximized.
Right. And we've had this conversation before, and sometimes I feel like it's the opposite way. I've said that before.
I agree.
I feel like a lot of times the focal points are there to complement these side pieces.
They definitely allow him to focus more on the heavy lifting while they do the other stuff that also has extreme importance in the basketball. I do agree.
Because to me, I think a lot of times that scoring the basketball part is easier than the other stuff to me. Like, Ron, remember that time you fell in love with your side chick because, you know what I'm saying, she was just more impactful?
Ron, what we're trying to do is we're trying to turn it. I'm glad that you're muted, Ron, because what we're trying to do, Ron, is we're trying to turn a 6. What we're trying to do, Ron, is we're trying to turn a 6 into a 9 and trying to have a conversation with the 6 and the 9, like the 6 and the 9 are the same. No, y'all not. No.
Yeah, but that 9 ain't really a 9 though.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Anybody could go get some lip injections and put a lace front on.
Do it and become a 9 then. But my thing though, Ox, is all I'm saying is I appreciate you saying that, because that's what I'm finna tell my main chick. You really just here to compliment all my side pieces. That's it.
Facts.
That's the only thing you here for.
Sometimes,
and if you don't want to be in a complimentary world, then take your to actually just become a side chick then. I'll go find somebody else to fill in the main role. But all right, we got another super chat from Isaiah Evans. Isaiah said, "I'm tired of Luka and the Lakers disrespect, especially up here. Out of the top 5 in MVP race, he by far has the worst team to fit him. Plus, you guys had the Lakers and the Celtics in the play-in."
Who's the top 5 in the MVP race?
So SGA, Joker, Luka,
Wemby.
Wemby, Jaylen Brown.
Then yeah, he probably does have the worst team to fit him then. And yeah, I can't remember where I had the Lakers. I had the Celtics for sure playing. I know that. I can't remember where I had the Lakers.
I had the Lakers 5th, by the way. 5th.
I think I might have had them 6 or playing, probably in that range.
I definitely had the Celtics in the play-in. Yes, I did. 100%.
Check. Because we did this on my pod a few months back. I just got
I definitely had the Celtics in the play-in tournament. Yes, sir.
Sure, yeah.
Dub Ball Out Highlight said, "Chill. Why do you have so many people in the chat that hate on you? It's funny, but I think you're great for the show. Am I missing something? Also, how do y'all think DG looks on the Clippers?"
He's looked great. He's looked like Darius Garland, who's a really good player.
Yes.
People acted like he wasn't a really good player.
Ox had said when they made that trade, I think we undervalued. I think we got focused on the James Harden side of the trade and completely missed what Darius Garland was going to mean to the Clippers. And I think that's largely due to him being hurt. Like, so people devalued how good Darius Garland. I mean, you and me had this conversation, Moss, last season about. I mean, I don't know if we can name 3 ball handlers better than Darius, like guys nicer with the pill than Darius Garland. And, you know, he's definitely a 17 to 20 a game guy. And I think that a lot of us just kind of just brushed Darius Garland to the side because he had been out for the majority of the season. So I think that's interesting.
He's a really good regular season guard. I have my concerns in the playoffs. I'm not saying he can't overcome them. I have my concerns. But regular season, you have Darius Garland out there healthy, going 100%. Yes. I have a hard time seeing you not being an elite offense. And then you give him a wing like Kawhi. Like, come on, man. Like, it's ridiculous. So shout out to DG.
Yeah, for real. Keep going. Caleb Love Enthusiast said, was that Yukon shot by Braylon Mullen the greatest in March Madness history? Also, Swiper, how do you feel about the new Invincible season?
No, it wasn't. Christian Laettner hitting that buzzer beater against Kentucky.
And the greatest shot in NCAA history?
Yeah.
The game winner in the national championship from Chris Jenkins?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like that's easily the greatest moment in NCAA
1982
history.
as well.
MJ?
Yeah, it's great. It's a great new season. The comics are very stressed out. I wonder how long. I don't know if this is the last season or not, but I wonder how long they're going to go into the story because eventually we're going to have to get into. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but just some other stuff that happens very much later on. But it's been great. It's been a great new season of Invincible. It's one of the best shows on television. People it's animated, so people don't watch it, but it's legit one of the best shows on television right now.
Shout out Invincible. I take no Kobe slander. 24 said rank these players. 06 Kobe Bryant. 2013 LeBron James. Unanimous MVP Steph Curry. And 06 Dwayne Wade.
James.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's only 3rd year Wade. He was better.
He's probably saying that because of the championship.
Yeah, he was better. So Bryant, I'm not. Let's see here.
No, you had it right. You started with Bryant.
James, Bryant, Curry, Wade.
Bron, Steph, Kobe, Wade.
Kobe, Steph, Wade, Bron. Swiper, you care to participate?
Bron, Steph, Kobe, Wade.
All right. The next super chat is a 2-part super chat from a Hall of Famer by the name of Teddy Hart. Before I read Teddy Hart's super chat, I just want to shout out all of our Hall of Famers. That includes Multi Kenny, Worldwide Mace Television, Cheese, Bulletproof, Small Boxes, Drago FC, DNE, MLV, The No Capo, CMX Halo, Kingster MH, and Can We Change Subject, please? If you guys aren't in the Hall of Fame group chat, I would like to send you guys an exclusive invite to come join this Hall of Fame group chat. A couple of you guys aren't in there, but I'd like to hear some of you guys' takes and just have some conversation with you. All of us are up there, all the panelists, as well as all the Hall of Famers, and some other good characters are in there too. DM us on any other social media platforms, and I'll get you in there. Teddy Hart sent through a 2-part super chat and said, just had an argument with someone who said Dr. J is a tier below Larry Bird. I'm one of the people that sees the ABA as having comparable talent, plus they won the majority of their interleague games.
Yeah,
If Kareem's achievements in the 70s count, despite the talent split, then Doc should too. He has just as much hardware as Larry, plus one extra MVP, and career totals / longevity blows him out the water.
Yeah, I have brought up Dr. J multiple times in the show. I think he is vastly underrated historically. All the ABA stuff, for the 4 MVPs, basically the championships, the numbers, all his peak years were in the ABA. He just, he had a couple in the NBA, obviously, but his peak was in the ABA. He was a phenomenal basketball player. So I don't know. He's definitely underrated. I have him in my top 15, and I have him at 15. So he should probably honestly, there's a world where he's higher as well. Like, he's legitimately one of the best basketball players that's ever touched the face of the earth.
I agree with everything he said.
Chill, who you got, Larry Bird or Dr. J?
Bird.
Okay. JT said Anthony Davis with Shaq's strength or Dirk with KG's defense.
Dirk with KG's defense. 07 doesn't lose. Dirk with KG's defense. He would have, 06, even in the NBA Finals. Just imagine what that would have done for that series.
Dirk with KG's defense is probably a top 5 player ever.
Yeah, and he wouldn't need no good teammates because he would have himself. So, shout out Dirk, man.
I heard y'all on here.
What?
Gassing. What you call shorter Giannis. That was cool. Congrats to him.
Oh, Dr. J?
Yeah. We do know Giannis is better than Dr. J, right?
I don't want to have any conversation. Real talk about Dr. J.
I always say when it comes to Dr. J, if you count the ABA, I'm not gonna knock you. I just leave it alone because I can't find the games. And I don't speak on things I don't watch. So I only talk on his NBA career and like what I've seen there. But if you factor in the ABA, yeah, him and Birds, I can definitely see the argument, like, for sure.
All right, Jason Grillionaire sent through another super chat and said, I asked this question to better illustrate why I think KG is better than Tim Duncan and is top 5 all time, but his impact wasn't able to be maximized as much as Tim's during his peak.
Seen that video of
there was no super chat about it earlier too.
Yeah, I've seen that video.
Yeah, I saw David Lee's using
that shit went viral, and that's what that shit took. That shit went crazy.
I mess with the assist percentage argument.
I wouldn't have used the assist percentage. I don't think it's that big of a deal though. But
yeah,
I thought he did good.
And I think the sentiment of his argument doesn't change based on whether or not he uses assist percentage or not. The overarching point is KG passes better than Tim Duncan. And assist percentage, be damned, he passes better than Tim Duncan.
I think KG is a better passer than Tim Duncan.
Yeah, so like whether or not he used assist percentage or not, the point is that KG was better at passing to his teammates.
Watching Chill get frustrated is one of the best things on television. That's what people pay for, Chill. That's why people flood to your TikToks and the House of Highlight clip. That was great.
Everybody box office, Chill.
Yeah, box office reaction, man. That was great. That was great content.
I actually didn't see it, to be honest with you, because I was there. I haven't watched it, and
I'm
not trying to big time y'all or nothing like that. Whenever I do stuff, I
never watch it either. I get it.
I just keep rolling.
It came up on my recommended. I was like, let me tap in, and I was like, yeah, those type of videos, like, this is not to disrespect Chill. It's just that format of video itself is just not something that interests me that much. But I'm gonna go watch show.
When we did it, Donovan got mad at me because he felt like I was yelling. But I'm like, I don't know how you're supposed to get off a point if you can't talk over the other person if
like those type of nothing really gets achieved with those type of videos, in my perspective. But I've never obviously been involved, so maybe it's different.
Well, a lot of times and I do this with you guys all the time, and people in the chat, they get on my case like, Chill's getting fried. Okay, the way a debate works, Mars, you talk, I listen. I talk, you listen. That's the way it works. And when Mars is running off a bunch of different points, that doesn't mean that he's frying me. It just means that I'm listening, and then I'm going to have an opportunity to rebut that. And if Real Talk is saying something, I got an opportunity to rebut that. I'm not just going to, Real Talk is saying something, I'm okay, all we doing is just yelling at each other. We're not really.
Oh, yeah, one thing I do remember, Amari Stoudemire absolutely averaged 37 against Tim Duncan in the playoffs. You said he didn't. He absolutely did.
I thought it was 34.
It was absolutely 37 in 05. I remember I was watching. I was like, he definitely averaged 37. They lost in like 5 games, but Amari definitely averaged 37. Sean Marion was egregious in that series. But yeah, Amari was going crazy. So I definitely, that was one thing I did remember.
Well, it's 2:00.
All right, we got another 2-part super chat from Teddy Hart. Shout out to Teddy. He sent two-part super chats. He said, part 1, Adam Silver needs to hurry the fuck up and void Kawhi's contract so they miss the playoffs. We need that lottery pick. Anyone saying OKC don't need more talent don't understand we are gearing up for a decade-long war with the San Antonio Spurs. Part 2, Boston and LA were both champs and still drafted / needed Worthy and Bias. Same logic.
Shut up. You don't need more players in OKC. Like, you don't need more. Spurs don't need. I mean, just crazy.
Do you need more players?
You should always want to improve. So
these kids got it different though, bro. I mean, God, I grew up just like, bro. I had Anthony Carter coming off the bench, and I was like, you know what I mean? We had Leonard Kleza coming off the bench.
You guys ain't winning.
Shout out Kleza. Kleza was no,
dope. But he wasn't.
Kleza was
yeah,
40
game. Yeah, he was cool, but like no playoffs. They didn't have a deep enough team. But OKC needs more. They got Jeremy came for a first round pick, mind you, like 2 seconds ago.
Bob said, Cat saying he don't know his role again is why I can't have faith in the New York Knicks. Also, shout out to Alpi for balling since his back injury. Twerk Nowitzki out there.
He made 5 threes.
Sagoon has been cooking lately. We offer him plenty of criticism when he doesn't play well. So I do want it to be said on the platform that, Alfred Sagoon is playing very well.
With 6 stocks, I think, versus the Pelicans.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out
good game against Minnesota as well. He been hooping.
All right, we got a super chat from Max. I'm just going to call you Max K. Max K 6099 became a member, not a super chat. He became a member. Shout out to Max K. Appreciate you for joining up, my man. Marcus Wilson also sent through a super chat, and he became a YouTube member. Salute to you, Marcus Williams, for tapping into the panel. A guy named Brunson Betta sent through a super chat. Brunson Betta said, y'all better talk about OKC's whistle. 8 versus 5. Mars always hating on my Knicks. Brunson a better scorer than Fraud Giannis without free throws.
Fraud GA.
That's SGA.
Damn. Fraud GA, that's the new name? Brunson a better scorer than Fraud GA without free throws. Give me Alien MVP. Fuck Canada.
Yeah, it was a I don't know what just happened to Mars or not Mars to Ron, but shout out to you. But yeah, definitely not shooting the ball super well lately, but did have the free throws, had 16 whatever in that game. Brunson actually scored well versus OKC, but he was getting fried. And so they lost those minutes pretty convincingly.
Cat 2.
I don't think I hate on the Knicks, but whatever. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, it ain't nothing wrong with being a hater.
All of you.
I disagree with you, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
All of you hate
Shout out to Josh Hart, by the way. Josh Hart just been lacing them from 3.
Lacing threes. We back to fake Josh Hart. Yeah, we back to fake Josh Hart.
I don't know. Okay, you got to use all of this before the playoffs. I haven't seen Josh Hart miss a 3 in like 3 weeks.
I thought they had a chance when Karl Anthony Towns made that layup over AJ Mitchell with go to 93-95. But then they don't have the horsepower to keep like scoring with them.
OKC superpowers showed up again. That hey, you're just not going to score anymore thing that they do.
They just That's interesting, real talk, because they just turn that thing on, don't they?
Yeah,
it's like a light. Okay, that's enough out of you. No more for you. That's it.
Yeah.
No more for you.
You could tell like every
OG
Knicks
team.
possession was a struggle. It was like, damn, it's tough.
OG team, continuing on this game, said it behooves me that, quote unquote, the best shooting big in history, Karl Anthony Towns, doesn't have a mid-range face-up post-game by year 11.
That's just not true at all, because yes, he does. He's actually got a money mid-range game. That's just not where he's used. He used them a lot in the mid-range when he was in Minnesota, particularly at the free throw line. That's where he operated from a lot when he played for Minnesota.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I don't know what the Knicks are going to do, but I know they better do something quick. That's all I know. Tupac Westside sent through a super chat alluding to the super chat on the screen. Hey, Pin, cover your ears. Tupac Westside said, Scotty's a really good player, but the problem is Pin puts him in these superstar talks sometimes, which I don't think he's in my opinion.
I mean, we've been
I
over
like
this
Scotty
already.
Barnes.
Yeah, me too. I like
He's
Scotty.
not a superstar. Like he's obviously very clearly not a superstar. I don't even know if he's number 2 on a high like championship team, but that's fine. He's still young in his career. Yeah, he's a really good player. He's gonna make All NBA this year.
Y'all spending way too much time.
Damn,
discussing,
Mars
like,
Mamba was
the
47 yesterday.
36
Yeah, that's what we
player in the
do.
league.
Yeah, that's
The
what we
plus
do.
47.
USC.
Yo. Nice.
Shout out Mamu, man. Scotty made that happen for him.
Really?
Timothy LP Johnson sent through a super chat and said, another Final Four for Yukon. Gino got to be top 6 B-ball coach ever, right? Phil, Pop, Wooden, Coach K, Gino. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean,
he went to the Final Four. This is the 24th time he's been to the Final Four.
I don't know where he ranks. He's the best. He's the best, and I didn't. He passed Pat Summitt. He's better than he. I mean, he's more accomplished than Wooden is. I mean, I don't know how you talk about
Gino might be the GOAT.
Why you bullshitting?
Really might be the
Ron?
GOAT.
Team USA, Yukon. Like he's the most. Yeah, he's like he's had everybody, and he's the reason why they all went there. He's had the best player of all time. He's had the second best player of all time. Arguably, he's had the top 4 or 5 player all time.
Gino got the job in 85. Yeah,
Good man.
Look at the state of women's college basketball in the 1980s and 90s, and then Gino, Pat, and all them took over, and just
Having the same job for what's that, 40 years?
Been
Jesus.
cooking.
years,
Shout
Mars.
out Gino. Hoops Never Stops said, I love Charles Lee as a coach and I'm highly impressed at what Con is and can be, but I still believe Charlotte is a worse team in the East, is the worst team in the East playing.
Yeah,
I think
definitely disagree with
the
that.
second best team in the East playing. That doesn't mean I think they'll get out the playing, but I think they're the second best team there. It's just I see big flaws. They can't score inside the 3-point line consistently. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, LaMelo's 2-point scoring is bad. However, I will say this: it would behoove the NBA to make sure that Charlotte and Philly make the playoffs, because those will be way more interesting series and games than watching who else is in the play-in. The Miami
Orlando and
Heat
Miami.
in Orlando go up there and get beat to oblivion in 4 or 5 games.
Orlando and Miami don't deserve it, real talk. Orlando, after what they did yesterday, that 31-0 run, and Miami after losing to the Indiana Pacers, and you guys are legitimately fighting for a 5 and 6 seed right now. Y'all, that is disgusting out of both of them. Shame on both of them.
Ron,
But-
Gino has been to the he's been to the Final Four 12 straight years, Ron.
This is 12 years, or he in the past he was
In the
12 years?
past, he was in the Final Four 12 straight years.
I mean, yeah, chill. It was a moment where everything was going through Yukon.
if you're trying to get to the
everything
show,
that-
you got to come see us. If you're
Yeah.
trying to get to the show, you got to come see us. Wow, incredible.
OG team said finally got Deuce back. ... And linebacker Lou sent him back to the hospital.
Unfortunate. Yep, that's unfortunate. Yep.
Dang.
I need to trademark linebacker Lou before it blows up, because that's going to blow up.
Yeah, you better do it quick because I might want to come in King Bo said, once J-Dub realizes he can get to the rim whenever he wants, he will be unstoppable. And Shea is your clutch player of the year, Swiper.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I mean, he's going to win, but Jamal's he's been just terrific this year. Like, he's been phenomenal, shooting 50% from 2, 42% from 3 this year in the clutch. Like, he's been crazy.
Flash Orion said, chill. Saw you get cooked in the KG/Duncan debate. KG and maybe even Giannis are better than Duncan, but we might not be ready to talk about that.
You saw me get cooked. All right, that's what's up. You got it.
It was a good debate. Fun time. Great conversation.
You got it.
A Tribe Called Lynn said, can we finally call Yukon a blue blood now?
What do you mean finally? They've been a blue blood. Yes.
They have.
Yeah, them, Michigan State, UCLA, Kansas, Kentucky, North Carolina. Yes. Yukon is a blue blood, and Yukon's been a blue blood for years now.
They fell off for a second, but
just like Kentucky fell off for a second.
They've won more championships than Kentucky this century.
Yes.
Right, Ron? Because they won 2 in the last 5 years.
Yeah, and then they got the one with Shabazz. They got the 2 with Shabazz and Kimba. So yeah,
that's 4. They have 4, and then Kentucky has.
They won the 1 in '96.
No, I'm talking about since 2000 because they got 12.
Anthony Davis, yeah.
They won the
Kentucky got 1.
Yeah, they won the 1 in 2011. Yeah,
Kentucky's just they're a farm system. They were with Cal, but that's really what they are. They just put out prospects.
Which is nothing wrong with that. But
yes, the greatest. Michigan State is a blue blood. Tom Izzo, since he's been there, every class that he's had has been in the Final Four. Every last one.
You said Kansas, right?
Yes, I did say Kansas.
And you said UCLA?
Yes, UCLA too.
Okay.
Michigan's a blue blood?
I don't think he said Duke,
Michigan
but I
State.
just assumed
I
he
think Michigan could be a blue blood.
Michigan's a blue blood too.
I forgot to say Duke. That's correct, Mars.
I think Michigan is a blue blood, Swiper.
Yeah, Michigan got multiple finals appearances, multiple Final Four appearances.
Michigan State is more of a blue blood than Michigan is.
They might be chill, but I think Michigan, especially if Michigan wins it this year, I think like Michigan is a tier. They might not be a blue blood, but they're definitely a tier 1 college basketball.
Are we saying Wisconsin's not a blue blood?
No.
Wisconsin had multiple runs.
Wisconsin, the University of Wisconsin?
No, since 2000, they've had multiple Final Four.
Are we
runs.
talking about the same Wisconsin?
No,
Yes.
we're not.
Yeah,
no,
we're
not.
talking about. Yeah,
the
we're
Frank Kaminsky school?
yeah, we're talking about the Frank Kaminsky ran team.
You got to win multiple. You
and
got to
then
win multiple championships to be even
Okay, but
considered.
then Kentucky hasn't done that though. They haven't won.
First of all, Swiper, to be a blue blood, you have
I
to
thought
have
blue blood meant more than just winning.
That's what I just said.
Yes.
I know it is. It's a collection
and be around for a long time.
Wisconsin doesn't have no type of lore. What?
I
Wisconsin?
thought it was about like the institution. Like, regardless,
Wisconsin is not.
Wisconsin is not a blue blood school. No, it's not.
Not even close.
Texas isn't.
Texas is more of a blue blood than Texas.
No.
Tech
In
is more of a blue
basketball?
blood than Wisconsin. Yes.
In basketball,
No, Texas is not a blue. No, they not.
Michigan is. Is Florida a blue blood?
Florida's more of a blue blood than Wisconsin.
Is Florida blue blood?
I don't think.
I don't think so. No.
No.
Is there a Cali blue blood team outside of UCLA?
Nah.
Nope.
USC is pretty dope, but no.
No.
Ohio? No, Ohio State.
I'm not mad at Ohio State, but they're not a blue blood. They're probably a tier 2.
I'm hearing a
tier
lot
one.
of names that I don't think.
So just you. So Yukon, Kentucky, UCLA, Michigan
Kansas.
State,
Kansas,
Kansas,
Duke.
North Carolina, Duke.
North Carolina, Duke.
That's as far as I'm going.
Wait a minute. I feel like I'm missing something here, bro. There's got to be another team we're missing.
No.
Probably not.
Man, y'all tripping, bro. Butler's a blue blood team, bro. Put Butler in.
Let's go to Hayward.
Shout out to Butler, bro.
As you were saying, Ron.
Yeah,
Hank
y'all
Williams.
talking about yellow blood, blue blood. Ain't but one type of blood that I'm concerned with. You know what I'm saying?
But the blood of
Ain't
Christ.
that right? Ain't that right, Swipe? Huh?
Jesus.
Yeah.
The
that
sweet blood of Jesus
from
Christ.
one
What did he say?
Friday.
What
You
did he
know,
say in
from one
Avengers?
Friday.
What did he say in Avengers? Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Good
Yes,
Friday.
I thought Road Talk was
Yeah,
announcing
good-
he's affiliated.
Good Friday
That's
is
what
literally
I
this
thought.
Friday. That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Hank Williams said, real talk. So by your Wemby hating logic, was KD not top 5 in 2010? Second in MVP voting at 21? Scoring champ? Your logic is very flawed, my friend.
No, it's not. You know, you just don't agree with it. So I mean that's fair. But nah, I do think the brother needs to play a playoff series before I crown him top 5, and I will be standing on that. Now, I do think that he is going to perform, so I don't have a problem with it. But yeah,
So was KD not top 5? Just to
in
get
2010, why? By that time, he had no playoff run.
He played his first playoff series that year. But
That year, did he
but
perform
going into
well?
like, no, he played the Lakers. He struggled immensely. He averaged like 25, but he didn't have a good series. So was he not top 5?
I have to go back to 2010 and look at my top 5 list.
Do you have?
All right, fellas, moving along. Know the NBA like anybody. Said the other kid you was debating on TikTok. No ball, chill. Hope he'll get to the panel one day. I enjoy that topic about the Cavs versus the Warriors in 2017. Chill. Who is this kid that he speaks of?
The probably the one that he, right? The one that he was having.
Remember the people he be frying. He just fry him and then on to the next. That's it.
Rob, we got any from me? I know a couple anything like that at all. So I gotta.
Yeah, I got the perfect one for you coming up next. From Tupac Westside. Tupac said, pork chops are tough, but they can be nice if juicy and cooked right. Meatloaf is the bomb. Never had lamb chops.
Juicy. I would not describe.
You never had a nice juicy pork chop?
I would not describe them as juicy.
See, hey, you talking about your people cater stuff. Maybe they wasn't all that good.
No, I just don't like pork
Maybe
chop.
your people didn't cook all that good.
I just don't like pork chop. I have my family is from Maryland, Baltimore, Preston, Maryland area. I got family in Kansas and Texas area. We cook. I just don't like pork chops. Never. Chitlins and all that, that's for you. That's for real talk. Real talk and eat them chitlins. I'm not eating chitlins.
I don't eat chitlins.
I'm not eating no ham hock. Like, I don't want no turkey neck. I don't want none of that stuff. Real talk. I don't want
neck is good though.
I don't want none of that. Did you wait, Chill? Now I know Chill knows this. You know what I used to eat as a kid? You go to the store, especially in Park Hill, go to old Mighty Mart before they made it the gentrified Mighty Mart. Back in the day, Chill, you go get the plastic bag. It's seasoned already with like some like good whatever hot sauce kind of stuff. Pig ears. But we
never
used
had
to eat pig ears.
But pork chop is where you draw.
Have you had pig ears? Real talk.
No,
they're good. They're literally just fried pig ears. They're good. They're like chips.
No, I'm good.
They're good, bro.
Chips.
Real talk. I'm going to run down something for you really quickly, and I it's just a yes or no question, and it doesn't involve an elaborate answer. So in 2010, Bryant.
Are you asking me, is KD better? Yes or no?
Bryant.
Better.
Howard.
Better.
James.
Better.
Wade.
Better.
Anthony.
Melo?
Yes, sir.
Better.
Now you just trying to make KD out the top 5. I let Dwight slide just for like I guess, but now cool.
Dirk
Nowitzki.
Salute 2010 Dirk. Salute. Okay.
Stoudemire.
No.
Darren Williams.
Yeah. Oh my God! What?
Duncan.
No, Chris Paul.
Chris Paul got hurt in 2010.
Yeah, he did.
But I'm just saying, in general, at the time though, he would be deemed a better player. No, KD was better than Duncan.
Sounds like we're hovering around 5 with KD.
He's around there,
yeah. Like Kobe, Wade, Braun. Salute.
You good with that, Mars?
Yeah, you start losing me when you start.
Yeah.
Dwight. Okay.
As you were saying, Ron, I ain't want to derail what I just wanted to get that off real quick.
Yeah, shout out Dwight and Melo being top 5 players. Big Mac 2K159 said Steve Ballmer gave Kawhi Leonard some more trees to plant, so the Thunder didn't get a lottery pick. Damn. It's unfortunate, OKC. Maybe next year.
Yep.
Isaiah Evans said, "Y'all on the right side is quiet, but let it be time to hate Luka. But let it be time to hate Luka. Mars or Swiper don't have an off button. Y'all be on clown shit this year." Or
I
y'all
think
been on
Luka
clown shit this
too.
year?
You know, the first time he ever accused me of being a Luka hater was like whenever we did the Luka episode when Luka was hooping, like 2 weeks ago. And because I didn't get to glazing and just said Luka's always been good.
That ain't enough, Moss. That's not enough, sir. Sorry.
I guess, like, I'm sorry that I'm not on my knees for Luka Doncic because I think he was never bad.
Yep.
So I wasn't jumping off cliffs. My apologies. Like, all I said was Luka always been good. And he was like, oh, here go Mars hating. Sorry that I always believed in Luka to be good. Not bad.
All right, Pensare basketball. I think you guys know this guy. And I think you probably know what he's going to allude to. Pensare said Scotty Barnes over the past 5 games, a plus 14.3 BPM, higher than Jokic, Luka, Wemby, SGA, Jaylen Brown, and Jalen Brunson. Every player in the NBA, basically. Apologize, Ron.
Sound like Scotty should be in he should be in MVP talks, real talk.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Big Pen. My bad, man.
Sound like to me.
My bad, dog. I wasn't privy. I wasn't hip. But now I'm aware that Scotty Barnes is basically the best player in the league.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scotty.
At minimum, he in that conversation, Ron. At minimum.
Yeah.
Y'all
bare
spend
minimum.
way too much time discussing the 32nd best player in the league.
Well, we had to, we had to point some things out, real talk,
So,
LFC 226 said, would you rather own MJ's 8-year 30.1 points per game run or LeBron's 20 season BPM supremacy?
That's easy.
I'd rather average 30 for 8 years.
Yeah, that's easy.
Give me the BPM. That means you're practically the best player in the league, so I'll take the BPM. MB 34012 said, put some respect on Kawhi Leonard's name. He done everything, Chill. Chill said he couldn't. 34, and he hit his second prime after all the injuries. He should be commended. If nobody else up here agrees, I agree. Like, the level he's been able to get back to this year at the age that he's at, like that's remarkable. Shout out to Kawhi. And I need like 2 or 3 more seasons of this, Kawhi. Give me 2 or 3 more.
If he this good in the regular season, that means playoff Kawhi finna be the best player in the league.
Facts. I wonder if his BPM will match that, but facts.
They're all so nasty.
Carson Courtside said, I went up against Chill in that debate. Much respect, OG.
Did you cook or did you not cook though? That's the question. All that much respect, OG shit. Did you cook or get cooked?
Carson Courtside, hit me up. I would like to bring you on the panel so we can talk
which
more
one
about.
was he? Because there were a couple people who were cooking. To be fair, I'm not saying they cooked Chill, but like they were getting their show off. You know that Scotty Barnes BPM stat. You know who's third in BPM over that span?
Who?
Jalen Williams.
Oh boy.
Not J-Dub, just so we know.
No, the other one.
Jalen Williams.
Oh, Jalen Williams.
Yeah, and you know who's fourth?
Who?
TJ McConnell.
Yikes.
You know who's sixth? I mean seventh?
I don't.
Who?
Jonathan Moba.
No. I don't think we need to go any further.
This
Marcus.
is a
I think we're
very
I think we're
good stat to base.
Yeah.
You know,
I think we're
who's
good.
good in the league.
We know what's going on.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Shout out Jonathan Bobo. Teddy Hart said, someone informed at Brunson Better that if we erase free throws, SGA still comfortably averages more points than Jalen Brunson. LOL. Did you guys know that?
I did not.
Brunson Better clearly didn't, but now we all know. SGA better. Isaiah Evans said, Cap, that's not why. You had him 4th in MVP, and you was talking shit about him that day. So you just lied and played the victim. So everybody's getting cooked today.
He can watch the video and leave a comment on this video telling me any of the shit I spoke about Luka in that video. He won't be able to have it. Yes, I have Luka 4th in MVP still today. That's not hating on Luka, by the way.
That is hate.
In no way is me saying I would have Shea Wemby.
Who are the 3 over him?
Shea Wemby Jokic. That's the 3 I would have.
Jokic is laughable. Jokic is laughable.
And in that video, once again, he can go leave a comment after this video because I read the comments of all of the hate. Ideally, you would timestamp it. Ideally, but I'm not going to ask you to do that because that means you have to go to other video, timestamp it, come back to this video, leave a comment. I'm not going to ask you to do that. But just give me the direct quotes of me hating on Luka in that video. I would love to hear it. And most of it's just going to be shit you disagree with me on and calling it hate. That's what most of it is going to be.
All right, Q-tip
Okay, he
3
should
4.
be above Wemby too. He should be above Wemby.
Not too much,
That's
real talk.
fine.
Not too much,
Luka
brother.
to me can go as high
bro.
as 2, as low as 4. Like that's his rank. Well, if I really felt like glazing Kawhi, as low as 5. Like that's as low as he could go. But like, he's not gonna go 1. That's Shea. And yeah, I think Wemby and Jokic have been better than him this season. The same like tax we're doing because Luka had a bad month in December. It's like Jokic still over the course of the season, I still think has been a top 3 player this season, even if he's been way worse post-injury. He was that good pre-injury that he was playing at a level that was like transcendent. So yeah, it's taken a dip, but I still think over the course of the season he's been top 3. I don't think that's ridiculous. Like even your point was the first 32 games Jokic has got it. Since then, it's like, well, yeah, that's half of it goes to Jokic, half of it goes to Luka. Even if I agree with that sentiment. Like, I don't get why that's crazy to have Jokic 3, Luka 4.
Because
if even by your own argument, it was Jokic for half the year was way better, and then Luka for the next half of the year was way better. It's like, okay, so it's half. I'm gonna go with Jokic because I think he played at a high level.
Right, but when you talk about the MVP award and we take other things into consideration,
I only take into account how well you play.
You said what?
All I care about is how well you're playing. That's my rank.
Well, yeah, I'm saying at that point, I mean, to me, Luka's been better all of 2026. So
which is 30 games, the same as Jokic's pre-20.
Right, and I think he's finna close the season out better as well. But also,
and if he does,
in my opinion, the MVP clearly has more than just level of play assigned to it. And so the fact that when your team comes back and you had a sub 500 record, they were playing better with you not playing the games, at least record-wise. Luka Doncic, his team is 500 when he doesn't play. They've been depending on him all season. He has the 3rd seed in the West. Like all of that to me also plays a count into like there's just no way I can see. And then on top of that, I think for the totality of the season, they're at least looking eye to eye, bare minimum. I'm not putting Jokic over Luka in an MVP.
Yeah, that's because you value things for the MVP that I don't. I just care about how well you play. As you've known, because you've been speaking to me for years at this point. You know, all I do is just how well you're playing. That's my MVP ballot. Yeah. So everything else that factors in actual awards, sure. But you know, I assign my MVP, not who I think is going to win the award unless I state otherwise. My MVP is Shea because I think Shea's played better than everyone this season. Then second at this point would probably be Wemby or Jokic, and then 4th would be Luka. Because
why has Wemby played better than Luka all season?
I think his over the course of the season being the best defender in the sport, and then even though the offenses mainly came along the second half of the season, he still played at a level overall that I think has provided the second most impact on the court. The only downside to me for Wemby is the amount of minutes he's playing, which is why I could have him as low as 4. And I think that's a valid thing for me to bring up. The fact that he's playing way less than these guys, his impact is more per possession than it is per game, if that makes sense. Whereas Luka's impact and Jokic and them, their impact is more per game because they're playing more than Wemby does. So I could have Wemby as low as 4 based on his overall game-to-game impact. But his possession-to-possession impact to me has been number 2. So it just depends on how I want to value it, which is why I think 2 through 4 is interchangeable. So I could have Luka at 2, but I have him at 4. I don't see how that's hate.
All right. Are we all done hating? All right. The next super chat is from Q-Tip 3479. Q-Tip said, when Shea goes back to back in literally everything, Luka fans will still tell you with a straight face that he's better than Shea.
He's better than Shea. He's better than Shea.
Yep. We literally just had that conversation, Isaiah. Just had it. He just explained why Joker was better. He just did that. Yep.
A little guy named Pensari Basketball said, Mars, that's BS. BPM is a rate stat. Talk starters. Filter for minutes. Don't be talking garbage time minutes. You are spewing pure ignorance. Dang, Morris.
Oh
I'm the
boy.
one spewing ignorance. I'm the one spewing
You hear that?
ignorance. Okay. So let's
You know why
filter
this
for
dude here?
starters.
Real
right?
quick, Miles, before you go any further. You know why he here, Ron? Because we should have been gone already. He coming up to you.
Yeah,
You like,
come here.
He
"Pop,
mad
what
as
you
hell
doing?"
right
Say
now.
say something
Yeah.
to chill. Come here.
That's why he here.
Come
Ron,
say it to
he
him.
like,
Come
"Pop,
on.
what you doing? We
Come
should
say
have
it
been
to
done
him.
already. That's why he here. Pop, what you doing?
Filtering for minutes. The top 5 is gonna be
Come say it to
Scotty
him.
Barnes, Jokic, Şengün, Darius Garland, and Tumani Kamara.
Sheesh.
I guess.
All right, we got a few more members chats. Then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. First off, salute to Carson Courtside. Carson Courtside became a YouTube member. Hey, Carson, I just shot you a DM. Get back to me. Would love to have you come on the panel and talk about your experience with other people in this basketball community and debating them. Maybe one day. Toonie97 said, no Luka, no Marcus equals Bronny hours tonight.
Oh, Luka not playing tonight?
He's suspended. He got that
He got
text.
suspended.
Oh
he
yeah,
got
it's the Wizards
suspended.
though. It's the Wizards though. Shit.
I
Yeah,
know we
yeah,
was
it's
finna go get 84
Hey, let
today.
Bronny break Bam's 83. Let Bronny break Bam's 83.
Nah,
That's
Luka
what
was
we-
finna
For
get
90 tonight,
84
real
today.
talk. We got the
man.
Wizards in town. Yeah, I might be good for 90.
They protecting Bam's legacy. The shit is nasty, bro.
We got another member by the name of Joe Cage. Yo Cage. I'm gonna call you Yo Cage. Shout out Nicola Yo Cage. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for joining up. And then we got a members chat from Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn. My man Breezy said, what team is the next to win the first NBA championship?
What team is the next?
The safe
team?
bet is what the Pacers, right? That'd be the safe bet based on where they were
Probably,
pre
yeah.
Halliburton injury.
That's a good ass question, Breezy. To win their first NBA championship? Minnesota? Or yeah,
Minnesota is a good team to say.
yeah, Minnesota. Considering.
I'm not mad at Minnesota. I like Minnesota.
Suns in 6, man. Suns in 6.
Jamaica's Ross Glad choice. It's just simply said Wagwan.
Wagwan,
Shout out
rude
to you,
boy.
man. Appreciate you. The next person that I have to acknowledge and show them a lot of love is a GOAT in the chat. Somebody who puts you guys on every single episode, and today's no different. My man Cheese15 gifted out 10 Players' Choice memberships. Salute to him and salute to everybody that got the membership. If you got the membership, why don't you hear me talking? Here, take this and go upstairs. But yeah, if you got the membership, salute to you and keep going in the super chats and do your thing.
That's
All
what
right,
that
the
is right there.
next.
Pops, let's go, Pops. Come on, Dad. We should have been done already.
The next member that we got is Glaze Incoming, or is from Toon JD. Toon JD said, Glaze Incoming, PC clears hard. Pause.
That's not a pause. That is not a pause. We ain't got to pause that. We do.
Do you guys clear hard? Shout out to us, man. I think we're pretty dope too. Sev made peak. Sent through a members chat and said, keep shooting that mid-range. Hashtag PB no J. What's he talking about?
Come on, Paulo stinking it up. Yeah, that didn't work out in your favor when you were like, Paulo better than Scotty, and then they
That was
played
who
each
said
other.
that? Damien and Ron?
Yes.
I mean, I still stand with that. Like, if you guys want to take a one-game sample size,
Yeah, but that's
cool.
Paulo from you geographically.
He's got a.
So, like, we just allow you to just say whatever you want when it comes to players from that part of the world.
Even though we
Yeah.
should, by the way.
I appreciate you guys for letting me do that. And I
Yeah, like,
appreciate you
I
guys for
just
thinking
seen-
it's
I just
ridiculous for me to think that Paulo's better than Scotty.
PC just posted the greatest Blazers according to all of us, and you put Brandon Roy. Like, we just allow you to do that because we know where he's from.
That's valid.
we know why you did that.
That's
So
valid.
We just gonna let it slide. 'Cause
Hold
we
up.
know who you
All
are.
right, we'll
The
talk
same
about
shit
this
with the Paulo
No.
stuff. Like, we just understand it. It is what it is. Like, so there's no knock. Like, you are allowed to do what you do. We understand how you feel for people from that region.
Shout out my dog B-Roy, man. Greatest Blazer
We
ever.
get it.
But Fallback Hoops said Scotty Barnes is closer to Derek White than being just as good as Anthony Edwards. I still can't believe I heard that motherfucker say that the other day.
He's Magic Johnson. Y'all don't get it, bro. One day y'all
Magic Johnson ain't play defense like this.
exactly. He's Magic, but an elite defender. So, hey,
Exactly.
Mars already went over this. He just ran it down. Isaiah. Yes. If you didn't hear him, he already went over.
I don't know how this is so hard because if I think you're playing better, I have you above in the MVP. That's it. There's no other. Oh, but he's winning more. He's winning less. If I think player A is playing better than player B, I will have you above him. I will have player A above him in the MVP race. For me, if I had a vote, it's strictly the top 5 performing players. That's it. I think Jokic has played better than Luka this season. It's not hard to understand.
Mo sent through a members
this much
chat.
of an offensive drop though in efficiency and being this bad of a defensive player for some time now.
Isn't his efficiency drop still higher than Luka's efficiency? Just asking. I don't know.
I mean, even if it is like that, to me, Luka not being as efficient as Nikola Jokic isn't really the like that's not the dig that I think most people think. Like the center is more efficient than the guard. Oh my God, that's a new concept. Like, cool. If he is, it's barely.
It's an efficiency drop, sure, but I mean,
if he is, it's
true
barely.
shooting is elite regardless. That's what, like +6. That's right. Like he's still
but
efficient. It's just he's no longer +14. But the fact that he was +14 for the first half of his season means a lot to me.
But what about how bad?
I gotta bounce, y'all.
Defensively,
I'll see you do.
All right, chill.
All right, chill.
Do later.
Since you can say Luka's been better the second half of the season, I agree with that. Like I said, it goes half. Like, I think Jokic played at a higher level his half.
Nothing? You're just fried?
No, I'm just trying to move on with this. Yeah.
Okay. Jamalis Him 10 said Wizards fan here and from the UK. Huh. So shout out to Mars. I know we not good.
Wizards. Oh my God. he had the choice of the league and he went with the Wizards.
Hey man, shout out to him. He probably became a fan like around the John Wall time. I would assume. But I know we not good, but early predictions for next season. Slot in any of the draft guys you think would be good for us.
Yeah, I mean, you got the number 1 pick. I'd probably go for you guys. I'd go for Darren or AJ. Just because you got your bigs already sorted. You got Alex on, you got Anthony Davis, so you don't need a Caleb Wilson, for example. Who do you think would fit better next to a Trae Young, Keyshawn George? I'd probably go with Darren Peterson if I was the Wizards.
Yeah. Another shooter next to Trae. I mean, you can't be too mad.
And got all this context for BPM when I started reading off the names outside of Scotty Barnes. God damn. He can tell me Scotty Barnes number 1. I read off the rest of the list. He got all the context in the world.
Pin, you want me to drop you the link?
Christ.
You can come up here and explain it to us. Mo sent through a members chat and said, "Go Blue, Michigan in the Final Four." Michigan tough, man. Boys and girls. Both of them are tough. Hey, their girls are getting slept on. They girls might mess around and do it for real. Michigan's girls are tough.
Arizona or Illinois?
Michigan? No, they got Arizona. Which is unfortunate because that's kind of like what a lot of people were saying. That's kind of like the championship.
That might be the championship game. Yeah.
Hey, but I like that other game too. It's Illinois versus
Yukon.
That game is going to be fire. I'm gonna enjoy that. So yeah, man, can't wait for the Final Four next weekend. But in the meantime, D Future sent through a members chat and said halftime. Embiid goes for 84 versus Bam to restore balance.
I don't know, but Embiid's pretty good, bro.
Yeah, I do think Embiid would be one of the players who are like capable because like he can make a couple threes and then he can get like 50 free throws. So,
Embiid's one of the guys. Embiid's one of those guys where if he gets going, he just won't miss as well.
Embiid
so it's like
70, he only made 1 3.
That's crazy,
bro. Philly looked good, bro. Y'all see how good PG was looking out there, man. PG looking fresh.
See how good a good player looks. Yeah, crazy.
No, but he looks physically better than I've seen it in quite
They're
some
about
time.
to test him again right before the playoffs. I guarantee.
Yeah, he looks fresh.
Right
The
before
way he,
the playoffs.
the way he playing, I don't know if he gonna pass that test. That boy, hey, he looking nice.
Yeah, why is he so like he's very lively now? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Because
what
even
you-
me,
he said this time off made him feel like rejuvenated. That he's got like he feels really healthy right now. So
I
I mean,
he
you guys
does.
do know that's one of the best things to do. Like over an 82 game season, like if you could just take a month off, 2 months off, like and just let your body just chill, you know.
yeah, especially when
Especially
it's
for
not
an
an
old man.
injury that's keeping you out. It's
Yeah,
like,
he wasn't
you're hel-
injured or anything.
Yeah, you're healthy. You just don't have to play for a while, so like your body gets to like heal up.
Shout out PG,
He
man. I'm
doing
excited
the
to see it.
the wrong way.
The Wizards fan
360
said he
with
became
me,
a
though.
Wizards fan in 2010. So John Wall. Still, like you had the freedom to leave. Like no one forced you to stay.
Shout out to him being loyal though, man. Loyal to the soil. Baron Ryan said, "Go Blue." Yaxel for College Player of the Year. Duke choked a 20-point lead. Damn.
I still think Cam Boozer is going to win Player of the Year, but Yaxel, if he was younger, he'd be like a top 5 pick for like unanimously, I think, or consensus.
I'm interested to see. I was like last night on when I was live on TikTok. I think Yaxel is either going to be like and I'm talking about just body wise, just because the way he's built. A Ben Simmons that can, I'm not saying he's a passer, but I'm saying like a Ben Simmons that could get downhill but still can shoot a little better and stuff like that. Or he's going to be like a guy that just doesn't stick around because he can't do the other things. Like a Admiral Schofield, where it's like physically you're gifted, but it just didn't translate to the league at all. I think he's either going to be that, where he's either like a good ass player or he's just in and out the league. But he dope though. I can't wait to see him play in the Final Four. The Godfather said, "Dub panel." What's new, fellas? What's new?
You know what I'm
What's
saying? W.
Facts, real talk.
Type shit.
And last but not least, Zigsaw Puzzle sent through a members chat and said, Derek White, KP, Domas, PB No J, Zion, Bam, and Cat are all better than SB. Why you bringing SB into this?
Scotty Barnes.
Oh, I thought he meant SB.
Yeah, we don't.
SB.
No, we
Oh,
don't.
oh, oh.
Fuck SB.
Shout out.
Wow.
Demontis is not better than Scotty Barnes, and neither is Paolo, as I said the other day. And Bam and Scotty Barnes to me are like similar to Scotty Barnes, probably better. But he ain't scored 83. He ain't even scored 40. So you know.
You know what's funny? The Raptors will be playing the Cavs, and if he don't fry the Cavs, then we're definitely gonna have some conversations. But man,
Have a Mobley out playing.
shout out to the Raptors, man. Shout out to Scotty Barnes. Shout out to Penn Sare basketball. And shout out to the whole panel. We'll be back tomorrow just with better topics and a better show and better guys because some certain people won't be here. All right. Salute to y'all. And we'll see you guys in Portland very soon, April 10th.